afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League playoffs at Alumni Field from College of Marin. I am your announcer, Dion, welcoming you to third by Ernie Banks. Let's play two. Or in this case, for Bay Area Sports TV, let's broadcast two. That's right, 2 9-inning games on this Thursday. Here we go. Here's Wickman into his motion. The pitch to Boomgarden. It is taken inside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes on the Gold Sox leadoff batter. So this is it. Somebody plays Medford in the second round while somebody goes home for the year. The 1-0 pitch, it is outside. First pitch was inside, second pitch was outside. So it's Michael ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Now Wickerman ready, and Jacob deals the 2-0 outside. Now it's a 3 ball and no strike count to the Gold Sox leadoff batter. I guess Wickman takes his hat off for a split second and puts it back on. I guess he's kind of a little disbelief that he has been unable to issue a strike so far. Wickman ready. Here comes the 3-0. Upstairs. So walk to the leadoff man. So the Gold Sox may have something cooking here. Michael Boomgarden is a speedy runner, and that's the one thing that Wickman did not want to allow happen, and it has, allowing the leadoff man to reach by virtue of a 4-pitch walk. Here comes Aiden Gums, who's defensively in center field for Yuba this afternoon. Gums, who's looking to, of course, see if he can move Boomgarden over. Stretched by Wickman. He deals it. Strike call, and that's on the inside corner, 0-1. Unlike Boomgarden, Gums takes a strike. Now Wickman is ready. 1 strike pitch from Jacob. It is outside. A ball and a strike from Jacob to Aiden. Now Aiden back in that box. 1-1 on him. Stretched by Wickman. The check on first. He deals it. Hits him, so a walk and a plunk. So, Sox on the pond. It looks like, here comes Billy Ralston, who's the shortstop. It looks like one of the, it's like Ryan's going to trot out to the mound, try and calm the starting pitcher down. Wickman has looked a little wild here in the early going. Of course, here's one thing I should mention to our listeners. Unlike Major League Baseball and unlike community college baseball here in the state of California, they don't have a limit on mound visits in this league. Public perception is they do, but in reality, in the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League, they interestingly do not count mound visits. I think they really should. The stretch by Wickman, the check on second, and he deals it. It is taken in there for a strike straight down the middle, 0-1 on Ralston. 2 on, nobody out for the Sox here in the first inning. We're just getting today's game off the ground. The first wild card game comes a stretch by Jacob. And here comes the check on second. Here comes the 0-1. Inside ball skips away. That's going to be a rather obvious wild pitch as Boomgarden takes third and Gums second. So the Sox in excellent scoring position. 1 swing by Ralston can allow Yuba to hit the scoreboard first. So Ralston looking to get at least a sacrifice fly. It's a ball and a strike on the Yuba shortstop. Infield remains back for the Seagulls. Here it comes. Ball 2. Taking just a little bit off the outside corner. 2-1. Hitters count on Ralston. Tyler Carpenter, the cleanup man, is on deck. Wickman ready. Comes the 2-1. Swing of ground ball past the mound to short. He's going to field it. So cost the Seagulls run is throwing him out at first. His shortstop Moody is coming into the promised land. It's Boomgarden. So the Sox hit the scoreboard first. So as Boomgarden scores and Gums stops on third. 1 out. Tyler Carpenter comes up to bat now for the Sox. So despite the fact that Wickman has yet to give up a hit, the Sox have tallied first in the first inning. Stretch. The pitch to Carpenter. It is foul tip. Foul tip to the right. Strike 1. Of course, this game is being played at College of Marin here in Kentfield. 1 strike on Carpenter as it comes on third, 1 away. Infield halfway into the Seagulls pitch, outside 1-1. Interesting to note that just over 20 years ago, I coincidentally graduated from College of Marin. I'll tell you more details in just a sec. The stretch, and the right-hander delivers. It is skied as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty. Under it is Wickman. Oh, now the first baseman Bannister calls him off and puts it away for the second out. And of course, just to finish what I was saying, I became the first California special education student ever to earn a college degree while in the program. I was right here at College of Marin. 2 outs, Gum still on third, Nick Simmons in the box. It's up to Simmons to get a base hit and plate an insurance run for the Sox. This Gum's just 90 feet away. Wickman ready, he deals it outside. 1-0. Simmons is defensively at the hot corner for the Sox in today's Game 1. Brandon Motherall is on deck. Comes Wickman into a stretch. Comes the 1-0. Taken upstairs, 2-0. So it'll be 2 9-inning games today. First one involving the Seagulls and Gold Sox. Second game involving the Medford Rogues, and the winner of this game right here. Here comes the 2-0. Strike one swinging now. It's a 2-1 count on Simmons. Nick Simmons, who shares no relation to Richard. Of course, I mean, one thing about the fitness guru from the 1980s, you know, coincidentally, I actually do Richard Simmons aerobics an X amount of times a week. The pitch is ball tip strike 2. Now, I can't believe it. I actually love to do Richard Simmons aerobics. I do it from that book entitled The Never Say Diet book, and I think those exercises are fun, and they're actually quite refreshing. Of course, you kind of grow accustomed to doing it. It kind of becomes routine and second nature after a while. 2-2. Outside. Now the count is full. So a base hit can give the Sox another run. Of course, they scored by courtesy of the RBI ground out by Ralston a moment ago. 3-2 count. Wickman ready. Here comes the payoff. Swinging a pop-up this foul right behind us. Still 3-2. Nice share of Gold Sox fans in attendance, as well as Seagull fans. And I know that there are a few people from the Medford Rogues who come out to the yard, especially Medford play-by-play announcer Jonathan, who's going to be doing his coverage for the game following this one. 3-2 payoff again. Swinging a foul once again. It's that's well out of play. I guess the catcher, that being Jake Ryan, was looking for it, but bottom line, it was out of play. So it's still a 3-2 count on Simmons. Nick Simmons looking to get a base hit and plate Gums. Once again, here comes the 3-2 payoff. Low and away. So walk puts runners at the corners. Here's Brandon Motherall coming up to bat. First and third, 2 away still. Motherall, who's defensively the right fielder for Yuba-Sutter in today's game. Of course, interesting to note, earlier in the season on July 12th, Motherall was the one who triggered that game-ending brawl against Top Speed. Of course, well, I'll tell you more in just a sec. Here's a stretch by Wickman. Pitch to Motherall. So slow roller. Fair ball, first five, pounced down. Oh, the stumble, my goodness! I guess Wickman and Ryan were in pursuit of that ball, and they stumbled over each other, and the Gold Sox get a gift, an insurance run. Stopping on second is Simmons, Motherall on first. It's almost like the catcher and pitcher were looking at each other saying, yeah, I don't want it, you have it. Isaac D'Agostino in the box. That's a tongue twister of a last name this batter has. Isaac looking to keep it going for Yuba-Sutter here in the first inning. It's 2-0 Sox. Here comes Zach Bell out to the pitcher's mound. Just finished all saying, yeah, Motherall triggered that brawl against Top Speed on July 12th, and then he got by with a scot-free while 2 Speedo players took the heat for Motherall's offense. I'm like, what, are you kidding me? Anyway, so in players' rooms, it'll be Sox on top by 2 runs. As the first and second, still 2 outs. This is Isaac D'Agostino, the designated hitter, who's going to try to keep the fires burning for Yuba-Sutter here in the top of inning numero 1. Zach Bell, sorry, my voice is raspy. Has summer allergies or a surging blitz right now. And I'm certainly not immune, so if my voice sounds out of sync, it's because of the pollen apocalypse that is surged into the summertime. I don't know, we had spring allergies that seemed to take the cake, especially in April and May, and it seems to carry over into June and right now July. Back to baseballs, it's Isaac D'Agostino looking to generate some more runs for the Sox. Stretched by Wickman. He deals it. swinging a line drive on the ground. It's going to be through past the diving second baseman, and it's going to squirt by. Here comes Warner. He's going to try to score really home. They may have a bliss cut off as Bannister cuts it off. As coming into the promised land is Simmons. Stopping on third is Motherall. So it's the Sox on top by 3 runs, and we're only in the first inning. Wow, the Sox are just pouring it on here in the early going. First and third, still 2 down. Here comes Sergio Ray, the catcher. Sergio Ray. Alright, so it's up to Ray to take one swing and pick up at least another run here. So Wickman has been lit up here in the first, the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ray. It is low and away. D'Agostino on first, Motherall on third. 1-1, no strikes on the Gold Sox catcher. Comes Wickman. He works from the obligatory stretch. The 1-0, swinging a foul tip to the screen, strike one. It was interesting to know, I meant to say this earlier in the year, but my mom's parents, that being my grandparents, lived in Yuba City, which is a neighboring Marysville, which is kind of next to Marysville, like they lived in Yuba City back when they were around. And of course, they're both listening to me from their bleacher seats in heaven. 1-1 pitch, another plunk. My goodness, that juices them up. Being pushed to second is D'Agostino. Looks like, well, I will say that my grandparents who lived in Yuba City, of course, they're both in heaven now, but I will say it's highly possible they could be listening to me from their bleacher seats in heaven. I look forward to the day when we get to be reunited in due time. Anyway, Kenny LeBeau in the box. This is light batter. The Sox have sent to bat here in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Oh, well, it's well inside. Come on, Kenny. If I were in Kenny's shoes, I'd take that one for the team. That's cool. Motherall on third, D'Agostino on second, Ray on first. LeBeau looking to take one swing and put the Seagulls out of their misery. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a drive to right center. It's in the gap. Oh my! It's going to skip toward the right center field alley. 2 runs will come across for sure. It's the third run. He's going to try to score. The relay is going to be held, so it's a 2-out, 3-run double for the Gold Sox second baseman. Sox with 6. Still 2 down. I guess Jacob Wickman has been lit up. I guess it seems as if the Seagulls have spent a lifetime on a baseball field only in the first inning. Michael Boomgarden's going to come up for the second time in this inning. Dude, the Gold Sox their dynamite offense has exploded in the first inning alone. I'm not joking. That is no exaggeration. And I tell you what, we'll see. I mean, the Seagulls are in a hole, and they're going to maybe hope to dig themselves out at some point during the contest. Well, Boomgarden comes up. This will be the second time Boomgarden does bat, and it's the 10th batter that the Gold Sox have sent to bat. Looks like here comes Zach Bell trotting out. Well, is Jacob Wickman going to be relieved here? I would not be surprised. It looks like Wickman is most certainly going to be pulled after 2/3 of an inning. Wickman and the Seagull defense has been lit up here in the first inning. 6 runs before the Seagulls could showcase their offense here. Well, all I got to say is, the Seagulls may have lost this battle in the first inning, but rest assured, Seagull fans, your team is not even close to losing the war. We're going to see a new man coming in to pitch for San Francisco. Looks like, maybe this right-handed reliever will be the San Francisco treat, as one would think about Rice-A-Roni. Well, this is, I'm trying to track down who this guy is. Who is the new, I'm trying to track down this guy's jersey number. It's like, Go Gadget binoculars. 43, Jesse Palafox is coming in to pitch. I'll be right back after this message. We're still in the top of inning numero uno. 2 outs as it's Michael Boomgarden up with Kenny LeBeau on second base as the Gold Sox have tallied 6 times in the first inning alone. As it's Jesse Palafox as Jacob Wickman has been sent to an early shower. Assuming there are 2 outs in this frame. Gold Sox making a statement here in the early going. So it's LeBeau on second base, still 2 down for Yuba, as the Sox looking to obtain some more offense here. LeBeau with the runner on second, he will go at the crack of the bat. Boomgarden batting for the second time in this frame. So it's Jesse Palafox summoned to pitch in relief in the first inning. I can't believe Wickman pitched only 2/3 of an inning. Unbelievable. Stretched by Palafox. Comes pitch to Boomgarden. It is on the outside corner for a called strike. Yeah, that was nothing. Wait until the Seagulls offense comes up and showcases their skills. 2 balls, 1 strike on Boomgarden. Palafox ready. 1 strike pitch to Michael. Outside. That was close to the corner, but not quite in there. It's an even count on Michael. So it's an even count. So it's 2 down. LeBeau with the runner on second base for the Sox. Here comes the stretch by Palafox. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Outside to him. Of course, I thought about this thing I said earlier when I was doing college Marin baseball coverage. I came up with this phrase, optimism is mandatory. I kind of thought, well, that's a good thing to live by, considering how the Seagulls were in the midst of a 6-run deficit in the first inning. Stretched by Palafox. Comes a 2-1 to Michael. It is foul tip, and it's a 2-2 count. Yeah, I can't believe that. Optimism is mandatory. That is a motto I really need to live by. Seriously, it's like sometimes life can throw a few curveballs, but you gotta learn to hit those curveballs. And it's like life can be like a baseball game. It's like you go to the park every day. It's like life ain't over till it's over, and then every day you expect something different, especially baseball and as well as in life. 2-2 offering. It is cut on and fouled to the left out of play. So it's an even count still on Boomgarden. On deck is Eden Gums. Of course, earlier before the game today, I decided to have a sandwich, a nice little turkey and bacon sandwich garnished with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Stretch. 2-2 from Jesse to Michael. It is strike. No, foul tip. I stand corrected. I thought for a split second that Palafox had him, but that was not the case. Alright, so it's Boomgarden still with an even count of 2-2. 2 down as it's LeBeau on second. Well, so that runner on second is the responsibility of the starter, Jacob Wickman. If he scores, then Jacob will be charged. Palafox nods yes. Goes into the stretch. 2-2 once again. Ball 3. Taken outside that time, so the count is now full. One thing I know about Yuba-Sutter Gold Sox fans, especially at Calusa Casino Park, those fans are loyal AF. I'm not joking, dude. Those fans come out to the ballpark. They have strength in numbers, just like Golden State Warriors. Scratch. 3-2 payoff. Cut on and fouled to the screen, so it's Boomgarden staying alive. Of course, I heard this thing about how Seattle is going to get a National Hockey League team in the year 2021. What are they going to name that franchise? Good question. I don't know. 3-2 payoff. Swing and a miss, so that will mercifully end the frame. But the Gold Sox tally 6 times and lead it by that much after half an inning.
I'll run this out of that and then leave the power strip. Like I said, I won't try not to do it. Already.
Wait, I'll be back.
You might make it. I don't know.
Actually, I don't know if it will, because when they turned on last time, the names from last time. So, I mean, we might be able to unplug it, like, next second. Sure. Unplug, redo it.
And then I'll give you a little bit of time if need be to put everything back in.
I didn't want this to be on, but
Figure out the button, right? Yeah. Button, yeah. Probably we can push the button off and then unplug it.
yeah, we don't unplug this.
No, yeah, just
Give us a button.
yeah.
Then you told the guy how to turn on, turn off this, unplug it.
Bottom of the first inning coming up. Starting pitcher for Yuba-Sutter, Bailey Doggio, the right-handed herder, who's going to be pitching already with a liberal amount of run support. Leading off for San Francisco is going to be Seagull third baseman Ethan Stern. When I think about Ethan's last name, I think about something that describes my high school principal. The Seagulls trail by 6, and they have ample time and ample incentive in which to chip away. The stretch by Doggio. Here he comes. It is outside. 1-0 on Stern. Stern is defensively at third base for San Francisco.
Only played for the Rogues last year.
So it's Doggio with 1 ball, no strikes on Stern. It's right-hander Doggio into the stretch. The 1-0 pitch downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes on the leadoff man for San Francisco. It's going to be Stern, Cole Gabrielson, and Kai Moody due up. Seagulls trail by 6. Comes the 2-0 pitch. Swinging a sky to left. Shallow. Left fielder, that being Boomgarden, puts it away for the first out. Now batting is going to be Cole Gabrielson. 1 away. Sorry if my voice is raspy here. It's just allergies have carried on from spring all the way to summer, and I tell you what, it's almost like these players out there, they're called the Boys of Summer for a reason, are they not? Yeah, the Boys of Summer as a homage to Don Henley. Gabrielson in the box. The stretch by Doggio. Here he comes. Ski ride. Call it outside corner 0-1 on the Seagull left fielder. Well, all I gotta say is it was kind of a nightmarish top of the first for the Seagulls as the Sox tallied 6 times and currently lead that by that much now. 1 strike pitch. Hein Tightland is kitchen, also buzzed the tower, offering 1-1. But of course, when it comes to nightmares, like actual nightmares, I don't know about everyone out there, but for me, I'm actually good with nightmares. Like if I have a bad dream, when I wake up, I'm like, that didn't bother me. I'm ready to take on the world anyway. Here comes a stretch by Doggio. Here he deals the 1-1 pitch, swinging on the ground to the shortstop. His fielder from lead position has to hurry. Here's the throw. It is well off the bullseye. It's safe on first. Oh yeah, go man, go! Throw to second is going to be late! A 2-base error for Gabrielson, and the Seagulls have reason to believe here.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Kai Moody in the box, still 1 out.
Moody.
All right, Kai Moody, who is defensively at shortstop, stepping in for San Francisco. Okay, San Francisco, maybe when my baseball season is over, I'll go down to the city and ride a cable car. Dude, I haven't ridden one of those since God made dirt or something. I think I'm past due. Stretched by Doggio. Checks on second and deals to Kai. It is a nice offering. Drops in there for a strike. Wow. No balls, 1 strike on Kai Moody. Felix Abreuet is on deck. Doggio works from the obligatory stretch. Here's the one strike offering. It is a bluff swing, and he takes it in there. Strike 2 called. One away for Doggio to locate his offerings. He's got Moody in an 0-2 hole. So it's Gabrielson on second with 1 out, first inning. And now the right-hander, that being Doggio, shakes off one. With Sergio Ray, the catcher for the Sox, I forgot to mention until now. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. It's kind of an emergency hack by Moody. He fouled it to the right. Still 0-2. One away. Gabrielson on second base for San Francisco. Comes the right-hander Doggio into his stretch. Comes 2-strike pitch once again. Swing the line into center field. It's going to be a base hit. Here comes. Oh, Gabrielson's going to have to stop at third. It's going to be station to station. So the Seagulls have runners at the corner. Still 1 out. Because had Gabrielson been sent, he would have been gunned down at the dish. So nice, smart thing by Caviglia to stop Cole on third and keep it station to station. Here's Felix Abarouette, the designated hitter, stepping into the box for San Francisco. The Seagulls down, but they are far from out. Seagulls trail by 6, but maybe they're about to open up a bag of tricks. Here's Doggio facing a Seagull threat here, somewhat a small Seagull threat. Timeout. Alright, so it's first and third with still 1 down. Yeah, my voice is kind of raspy here. It's allergies, not because I'm sick or anything. I just have summer allergies. Here comes the pitch to Felix. It is swinging a ground ball foul, left side, strike 1. Think about it this way. I once watched an NFL game on television back when I was a kid. The referee in that game had laryngitis and still was required to speak into his wireless microphone with a voice that was just basically gone. Comes the 1-strike pitch to Felix. It is bluff swing when he takes it for a strike. I guess Felix did not pull the trigger, but it was in there. So it's 2 strikes on the cleanup man for San Francisco.
It's no more than 3:30, though. That's for sure.
So there's Doggio into the stretch. Target outside. 0-2 offering. It is ball. Nice take by Felix, but he's still behind. This time 1-2.
If it is one dimension, you could probably guesstimate the rest.
But they didn't give it any.
Nope.
1 ball and 2 strikes as it's Gabrielson on third, Moody out first. 1 away, first inning. So right-hander Doggio into a stretch, target outside. 1-2 offering downstairs. Nice take by Felix, and it's a 2-2 count. Two and 2 the count on Felix. Those Seagulls looking to at least chip away. They have ample time to reply to that 6th spot by the Sox here in the first inning. Here comes a stretch by the righty. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a skide, a floater to shallow center. It's going to be trouble. Center fielder is going to wait for it. He's going to make catch. Oh, yeah, dude. He's coming. Here's Rene. He's going to be nailed at the dish. And no, man, the Seagulls squander an opportunity as Gabrielson is gunned down at the plate. At the end of 1 inning, it is Seagulls trailing 6-0.
Hello, Rogue Nation. What's up?
Oh, you want to switch it? Want to try it?
I don't want to turn it off. Okay. I might have
Totally fine. Just re-enter it. No worries.
If I re-enter it, I don't know if I would get the pass.
Sure, I get that, man. No worries. No worries.
There wasn't so much pressure, then I would. I'd try.
We're in the second inning here at Alumni Field from College of Marin. In case you're just tuned in, the Yuba-Sutter Gold Sox lead the San Francisco Seagulls 6-0. 1 inning down, 8 innings left to play. Aiden comes to step in to lead off. When I think about Aiden's last name, I think about Big League Chew. Dude, I got to invest in some of that. I got to get a whole box of that stuff. It'll be Aiden Gums, Billy Ralston, and Tyler Carpenter, 2, 3, and 4 for Yuba-Sutter here in the second inning. Of course, the Sox tallied 6 times in the first. That's how it stands now, 6-0. Jesse Palafox on the mound, who's relieved starter Jacob Wickman. Jesse delivers. Strike one. Outside corner on 1. So we got 1 strike on the Yuba-Sutter center fielder. And now here's a stretch by Jesse Palafox. He deals the 0-1, swinging a rip down the ground to third base. Nice scoop at third, top corner, and he throws him out at first. 1 away. Nice assist by Ethan Stern. With 1 away, that'll send up Billy Ralston, the shortstop. Like I said at the top of the show, Yuba-Sutter is 27-15 in conference. Seagulls 28-14 in conference. So the Seagulls 1 game to the good over Yuba-Sutter as far as conference record in 2019. But this game is, I guess, on any given day, any team can win. The pitch to Ralston, it is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Because I will say, the Seagulls took care of the Gold Sox 5 out of 6 times this year, but so far it looks like the Sox looking to get even. 1 strike offering, it is downstairs, ball 1. A ball and a strike, 1 away. Bases empty for the Sox here in the second inning. Here comes the stretch by Palafox. He deals the 1-1 pitch, swinging the lifter foul, left side, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ralston. Of course, when I think about, the city of San Rafael has their Thursday farmers market today. If I was open, I'll probably run down to the farmers market to get some 7-Up. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ralston. Stretch by Palafox. He deals it upstairs, 2-2. I can't believe it. Yeah, if I had time, if time allowed, I would definitely run down to the farmers market to get some 7-Up. 2-2 on Ralston. Tyler Carpenter is on deck. Palafox ready. Here comes the 2-2. Just missed outside, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty for the Sox here in the second inning as Palafox is going to squeeze the third strike by Ralston. The right-hander Palafox is ready. Here's Jesse's 3-2 offering. Swinging a ground ball back to the box, fielded by Palafox, underhand first. Easy out. 2 down. Tyler Carpenter in the box. 2 down for Yuba-Sutter. As Carpenter, the first baseman for the Sox in today's contest. So Carpenter up, looking to generate a 2-out rally for Yuba-Sutter here in the second inning. As Palafox goes into a stretch. Here comes the pitch to Tyler. It is inside 1-0. Of course, I was thinking about this. My life coach fairly recently insisted I go down to a local grocery store to rent a rug doctor. I'm like, boss, I don't have a rug. 1-0 pitch. Outside 2-0. I'm like, come on, life coach. I don't have a carpet in my studio apartment, so why do I need to ponder renting a rug doctor? The first time I'd ever corrected my life coach since I don't know when. 2-0 offering, fouled off left side out of play, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Gold Sox cleanup batter. Two down, bases empty here in the second inning. Stretch by Palafox. Comes the 2-1 offering. It is swinging a ground ball routinely to it wasn't holding the line. But yes, the core quickly release first bounce. Gets him. My goodness, what a release at the hot corner by Stern. And the inning is a wrap. After 1.5, Gold Sox on top, 6 love.
That. Instead. Yes. That's not working. Even though I'm hitting it. The thing didn't automatically move down, which kind of scares me. Yeah. Do it like after they do the throwdown. After the pitcher gets it back. So you know when that's advantage
We're in the bottom of the second inning. In case you just joined us, Yuba-Sutter leads San Francisco 6-0. As it's going to be Jared Bannister to lead things off for the Seagulls. As it's going to be Bannister, Williams, and Sterling. It's like Bannister leading off. And I will say, it is highly possible that Jared's sister Jessica could be listening now. Jessica, if you're listening, you go, girl. Bannister coming up. The Seagulls down by 6 runs and looking to chip away. Stretched by Doggio. Here comes the pitch to Bannister. It is taken inside. 1-0 on the Seagull first baseman. So the Seagulls trail by 6 runs. They're going to look to at least chip away at the Gold Sox 6-run cushion here in the second. They have ample incentive in which to do so. Here's a stretch by Doggio. The 1-0 to Jared. It is low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes on the Seagull first baseman. We'll see. It's been done. I mean, the Seagulls have had comebacks of bigger margins than this one, especially in their storied history. Stretched by Doggio. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Low, 3-0. Because I thought about this very interesting answer I heard on Family Feud during Fast Money when Richard Dawson was the host. He asked this woman, name a part of the telephone, and she says, the bottom part. Comes the 3-0 pitch from Doggio. It is strike one, inside 1-3-1. Yeah, I've heard contestants give some really interesting and sometimes bizarre answers, especially on the Fast Money round of Family Feud. Comes the 3-1 from Doggio. It is ball four. No, strike. Well, that was on the lower portion of the plate. Really? So it's a 3-2 count. And Bannister questioning the eyesight of the umpire, but the umpire looks at him and says, tough cheese. Comes a stretch. Here comes the 3-2 payoff. Slipped on the line drive. Oh, nice catch up his shoe tops for the out. Bullseye. Nice catch at the top corner by Nick Simmons.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here's Jordan Williams coming up to the box now for San Francisco. Of course, I was thinking about this. Yeah, remember, it was like I was thinking about how the Gold Sox are had 6-0 in the second inning. I think about that 49ers game where they played the Eagles back in 1994, where the Eagles walloped them. Here comes the pitch to Williams. It is fouled off to right side on play, strike one. I know that the Eagles, who were coached by Rich Kotite and quarterbacked by Randall Cunningham at the time, trounced the 49ers by a score of 40-8. And the 49ers players and coaches used that loss as fuel, and that is the main reason why they won what is now their last Super Bowl. One strike pitch. Rumble past the mound to second base. It's going to be sliding stop. Throws to first just in time. Nice assist by LeBeau at second. Is get low enough to use his body as a third hand. 2 outs. Neil Sterling in the box. Well, of course, like I said earlier in the season, Neil Sterling, during batting practice, when he hits balls, he looks at them and says, "To the moon, Alice." 2 outs. Here's Sterling in the box, who's just defensively the right fielder. Doggio ready. Here comes the pitch to Neal. It is Rumble on the first pitch to short. Back on from relay position. He throws quickly first. Gets him. Bingo. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 2, it is Sox ahead. 6 left.
Alright, how do I see at that? We're what? Here. Hit, batter, we go at that. And I can type in, 22. I hit. And then nothing happens. You do have to type 304.TV. Yes, sir. Okay. Both are on. Let's edit. No, it won't do it. We figured out how to put in like the batteries, like numbers, but it won't show up on the scoreboard. Huh. Probably figuring out how to put it in. Sorry, it doesn't work. Let's go. Look at you first. I want to ask that
We're heading to the third inning here at Alumni Field. Nick Simmons to lead things off for the Yuba-Sutter Gold Sox. 6-0 Yuba. 2 innings down, 7 innings to play here for this first round of the wild card playoffs. I will say, I came out to the ballpark wearing the type of apparel that would make opposing teams feel hot and toasty. And of course, I will say that the Seagulls are used to this, obviously, but opposing teams will be ill-prepared for a play-by-play announcer who is clad in feminized apparel. Here comes a stretch by Palafox, pitch to Simmons. It is skied to right field, that's shallow. Right fielder, that being Sterling, puts it away for the first out, 1 away. Here comes Brandon Motherall to the box now for Yuba-Sutter. Motherall, who is the right fielder for the Sox in today's game, the first wild card game. This is going to be a virtual doubleheader on Bay Area Sports TV today. That's right, 2 9-inning games. Yeah, it's like let's play 2, as foretold by Ernie Banks. Here comes a stretch. And the right-hander delivers. It is ground ball in the first pitch to second base. To his left to second, picks it up, flips first. In time, 2 pitches to outside. Nice assist by Jordan Williams. 2 down. Isaac D'Agostino steps in now. Yeah.
The DH, number 23, Isaac D'Agostino.
Isaac D'Agostino in the box now for Yuba-Sutter. Says 2 down, bases unoccupied for the Sox here in the third inning. Sox ahead by 6 runs. Jesse Palafox in relief has looked sharp so far, but the Seagulls' bats have not sounded loud enough today as of yet, if ever. Here comes the pitch from Palafox. It is straight down the middle, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Gold Sox designated hitter.
They were pouring it. It looks like they were pouring it in.
Palafox ready. Comes the 0-1. Downstairs in the dirt, 1-1. So I guess the Seagulls have to stay focused and poised out there. This could be a game which will make or break the Seagulls' season, but they can't allow this 6-run deficit to ruffle their feathers. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Palafox. Skied as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty. Under it now, Ryan now Bannister. Oh, a nice catch by Ryan. A circus play to retire the Sox in order. After 2.5, it is 6-0 Yuba-Sutter.
You can ask. I can edit. Is this the scoreboard you use up in Medford? Yeah. So it just skipped the top of the third. You ever seen that before? Sorry, director baseball operations.
Bottom half of the third inning here of what's going to be a 9-inning playoff game. The Seagulls down by 6, but they're looking to open up a bag of tricks.
the catcher, number 25. Jake.
First up, Jake Ryan to lead things off for San Francisco. That's right, Seagulls trail 6-0 here in the third inning. This game is going from infancy to adolescence. So it's going to be Jake Ryan, Shane Wallace, and Ethan Stern due up here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Fine for me as well. Push the power out.
Here's Jake Ryan stepping into the box now for San Francisco, facing right-handed hitter Baby Doggio. Doggio, who has pitched 2 shutout innings so far.
After this happening.
Here comes the pitch to Ryan. It is lined into center field. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to skip toward Trouble, but the center fielder closes down the gap and fires it back in. A leadoff base hit for the Seagull catcher. Here comes Shane Wallace.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 38, Shane.
Here, Shane Wallace up with Ryan on first base. Nobody down here in the bottom of the third inning. Seagulls down by 6. Their offense looking to open up a bag of tricks. Here's Wallace, who's defensively in center field for San Francisco. All right, so it's Ryan on first. Nobody down. Doggio ready. Here comes the offering. It is high and tight, almost toward his head, but it's a 1-0 count on Shane. Like I said at the top of the show, 20 plus years ago, I graduated from College of Marin as the first California special education student ever to earn a college degree while in the special education program. Comes the 1-0 pitch to Wallace. It is ripped on the ground. Diving third baseman to Canner. Shaggy is past the shortstop as well. It'll be a station-to-station single. Stopping on second is Ryan. Now the Seagulls have a pulse here. They're down, but they're far from out. Here's Ethan Stern to the box. No out still.
Ethan Stern.
Yeah, regulate by Warren G. Yeah, I mean Warren G, not Kenny G. Dude, if Kenny G played this number that's being heard, that would be politically incorrect. Yeah, regulate by Kenny G. That would be odd. Here's Ethan Stern in the box. Like I said, Ethan's last name reminds me of my high school principal. Here's a stretch. Here comes the offering to Stearns. Line in left center field. Oh, yeah, get up. That's going deep. All the way. Oh, my, it's going to short hop the wall. 2 runs will come across. A 2-run double for Stern. And the Seagulls are on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned the word shutout as this frame opened up, and that's all I had to do was bring it up. 6-2, Yuba-Sutter. Still nobody else. Here comes Cole Gabrielson in the box. Looks like you can tell we're having some issues with our stadium scoreboard here. I guess the scoreboard is probably got a glitch or a malfunction or something of a nature like that. They put 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth. Of course, there's a blank in the top of the third, and there's a 0 in the bottom of the third, so I guess that's a rather obvious bit of typos. Here's Cole Gabrielson coming up to bat for the Seagulls. Still no outs, as it's Ethan Stern on second base. Here's a stretch by Doggio. He deals it. Strike 1. And there for a strike, straight down the middle of 1. One strike to count on Gabrielson. Stern the runner on second. Nobody down here in the third inning. Here's a stretch by Doggio. Check on second. Comes the the bluff comes second. Was that not balk? Dude, I think that was actually a balk, but the umpires just elect to sweep it under the rug. Still 0-1 the count on Gabrielson. Here's a stretch by Doggio. One strike pitch for real this time. It is ripped on the ground. It's going to be to short. He's going to let the ball square past him. Here comes Stern. He's going to try. He will come across. The Seagulls cut their deficit in half. 6-3 in favor of the Gold Sox. Still nobody down here in the bottom of the third inning as it's Gabrielson, the runner, on first. Here's Kai Moody in the box for San Francisco. Wow, the Seagulls offense, their sleeping bats have woken up here in the third. I guess they looked at their bats as the bottom of the third opened up and said, "Wake up and smell the coffee." So it's Gabrielson on first base, no outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's a stretch by Doggio. Here comes the pitch to Moody. It is a bluff swing and he takes it low. Nice take. Good eye. Well, no strikes on Kai Moody. Moody, like I said, is the shortstop for San Francisco. Stretched by Daggio. Comes the 1-0 offering. It is outside. Nice take by Kai, and it's a 2-ball and no strike count on the Seagull shortstop. So it's Gabrielson on first. No outs. Seagulls have tallied 3 times here in the third.
Do we have an out?
Stretched by Daggio. Here's the 2-0. He went around, no question. He chased a pitch in the dirt. Looks like he swung up ball 3 that time. 2 balls, 1 strike on Moody. I guess Moody went fishing for the latest offering. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's Daggio. He works from the stretch. Here comes the 2-1. Ball 3, low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Moody. So there's Mark Vivia doing signals to his base runner Gabrielson. This could be a sportscaster's jinx, but I think Cole's going to be sent here. I would not be surprised if Gabrielson attempts to steal here. We'll see. He does not go pitch inside. So walk puts goals on the pond. The tying run is in the box in the person of Felix Abrouette. Well, the Seagulls are down, but they are not out by a long shot. Not at all. Felix Abrouette up first and second. Nobody out for San Francisco. If Felix hits a ball over the wall right here, rest assured, listeners, I am going to be ecstatic. There's going to be a visit to the pitcher's mound. Well, my friends, this has been an interesting day at the ballpark. The Seagulls have trailed for just about the entirety of today's contest, but the Seagulls, like I said earlier, I said optimism is mandatory. The Seagulls are pretty poised out there. Even when they gave up that 6th spot to the Sox in the first, they never said we surrender. Well, we'll see. It's 3rd inning. 2 on, no outs. Felix Abrouette in the box for the Seagulls. All right, so first and second, nobody down. San Francisco has reason to believe here. Tying run in the box and the cleanup man, Felix. Stretch by Daggio. Here comes the offering to Felix. It is low and inside, 1-0. Well, no strikes on Felix. Like I said, Felix, the designated hitter. Gabrielson on second, Moody on first. No outs for San Francisco. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul to left, strike 1. Even count of 1-1. So it's Felix looking to generate some more offense. Seagulls not out of the woods by a long shot, but they have an opportunity here. No, Bailey Daggio works from the stretch. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. High and tight, 2-1. I guess Bailey tried to backdoor him and couldn't. Now it's in hitter's count of 2-1. Well, anyway, it looks like the Seagulls well, we'll see what happens here. Seagulls trail by 3 runs here. They trim their deficit from 6 runs down to 3 and have 2 on, nobody out here in the third. Here's the stretch by Bailey Daggio. Here comes the check on second, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul, so it's a 2-2 count on the Seagull cleanup man. Jared Bannister is the on-deck batter. I can only imagine what happens if the Gold Sox turn a triple play here. If the Sox turn a triple play here, that would be utterly amazing. Well, chances are that ain't going to happen. Now, Daggio into the stretch. Target outside. Here comes the 2-2. It is strike 3 called. Down goes Felix looking. 1 away. Still goals on the pond. Felix strikes out, but Jared Bannister comes up with an opportunity for at least an RBI. 6-3 Gold Sox here in the third, but the Seagulls have the tying run in the batter's box this time in the person of Jared Bannister.
The only thing I can think of,
Do that, just put random numbers in.
the only thing I can think of is the light going out.
Here comes the stretch by Daggio. Here's pitch to Bannister. He swings and misses. That was a big uppercut swing from Jared, and it's 0-1.
I don't think it's a brand new.
Well, this game is still young. Seems like the outcome of this contest very much in doubt. But Sox on top 6-3 with Seagulls 2 on, 1 out. Stretch by the righty. Check on second. The 1 strike offering. Runners go. Pitch popped up. This is first base side. Foul ball. Runners have to retreat. First baseman is going to move. Drop the ball. Destiny could be beckoning with the Seagull first baseman. Well, it is 0-2 nonetheless. A drop at first base by Carpenter will cost the Gold Sox a defensive gem right there. I guess the only issue was I think Carpenter was thinking more about doubling off the runner. He was more worried about that than catching the ball. But, dude, you can't put the cart before the horse there, Carpenter. That won't do the trick. 0-2 on Bannister. Now Doggy wants to sign again. Now he gets what he likes. Comes the stretch. The 0-2 inside. 1-2. Bannister still behind in the count this time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Like I said, Bannister is the potential tying run for San Francisco. Jordan Williams on deck. Now stretch by Bailey.
Oh yeah, I love these.
Here comes the 1-2. Swinging a pop-up. This is first base side. Infield fly rule should be enforced as the first baseman, Carpenter, puts it away anyhow for the second out. So Carpenter does redeem himself to a degree.
Second baseman.
Jordan Williams up. He is currently the tying run. It's going to be up to Jordan to generate some more offense for San Francisco. They still have runners on first and second. This time 2 down. So Williams up, who's the tying run at the moment. Williams is defensively the second baseman for San Francisco. Here's Doggio into the stretch. Here comes the pitch to Jordan. It is swinging a rip on the ground. It's going to be through. A base hit to left field. Here comes the Jordan. It's going to be steaming around third. It's really home. It's going to be cut out again. And it goes away! I guess the Seagulls somehow got by. I guess it was a terrible wait for Gabrielson to try to score, but he got by with it. As stopping on third is Moody, and stopping on second is Williams. So now 6-4. It looked like for a split second that Gabrielson was going to be nailed at the dish, but he somehow got by with it thanks to a bad throw. Neil Sterling, who represents the go-ahead run. Seagulls trimmed their deficit from 6 runs down to 2. They have the tying run at second base. So one swing by Neil can tie it up. Here's the stretch. Here comes pitch to Neil Sterling. It is a strike called on the out, and it's not a nice off-speed pitch. 1 strike on Neil. 6-4 Gold Sox, but the tying run is on second base for San Francisco. It's up to Sterling to get a base hit and plate them runners. The runners will go at the crack of the bat. It's a stretch by Doggio. Comes the check on second. The 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's Sterling behind 0-2. Well, third inning, Seagulls Seagulls down 6-4, but the tying run is on second. The go-ahead run is in the box. 0-2. And Doggio shakes off 1. Now he wants to sign again. Now he gets, as he likes, he's finally into the stretch. 0-2 to Sterling. It is swinging a sky to center field. This has got some carry. Center field racing back to the warning track. He's going to make the play. Nice catch in center field by Aiden Gums to keep 2 out there. But the Seagulls make this an interesting contest once again. At the end of 3, Gold Sox 6, Seagulls 4.
believe it's 5.
We're heading to the top half of inning number 4. It's like they finally get the scoreboard fixed. They kind of had to fix the scoreboard in a drastic manner. It looks like it is all fixed right now, so the fans can exhale thinking that knowing what the scoop on the game is. Back to baseball. Sergio Ray stepping into bat now for Yuba-Sutter. It is 6-4 Gold Sox. 3 innings down, 6 innings left to play for the first round of the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League playoffs. It is Wild Card Thursday here at Alumni Field. Sergio Ray facing Jesse Palafox. And now here's Palafox into his stretch. Here comes the pitch to Sergio. It is fouled off to the screen, and it snowballs 1 strike on the Gold Sox catcher. So it looks like the Seagulls still in this contest. They chipped away with 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd to cut their deficit to 2. So that being said, the outcome of this contest very much in doubt. Got 1 strike on Sergio Ray. He'll be followed by Kenny LeBeau and then Michael Boomgarden. That was a momentum swinger for the Seagulls in the 3rd. Let's see if they can keep it up here on defense. Palafox ready. The 1 strike offering. It is strike 2 swinging, and it's Sergio behind 0-2.
Somewhere about this. Yeah.
No balls and 2 strikes on Sergio Ray. Ray, which is Espanol for king. In case you didn't know, now you know. There's right-hander Palafox into a stretch. The 2 strike offering. It is swinging a miss, 1 away for the Gold Sox here in the 4th. So with 1 down, that'll send up Kenny LeBeau, who's defensively at second base for the Sox in today's wild card playoff encounter. Alright, so it's going to be Kenny LeBeau looking to generate some more offense for Yuba-Sutter here in the 4th. Of course, the winner of this game plays Medford later this afternoon. Stretch, the pitch, swept on the ground on the first pitch, short fielded by Moody, and he throws him out at first. Nice dig by Bannister to field that bounce throw for the 2nd out. 2 quick outs for Yuba-Sutter here in the 4th. Here comes Michael Boomgarden. We are back to the top of the Yuba lineup.
Now batting, number 15,
Michael Boomgarden. Like I said earlier in the show, Yuba-Sutter Gold Sox fans are loyal AF. That's no exaggeration. I've been to games at that very stadium before, and those fans are committed. It's the pitch to Michael. It is taken on the outside corner for a strike. 1 strike on Michael Boomgarden. Aiden Gums is the on-deck batter. He'll bat if Michael gets aboard here. Here comes a stretch by Palafox. Comes the 1 strike pitch. Way outside 1-1. So it's an even count on Michael. Here's Jesse's stretch. And the 1-1. Strike 2 swing, and it's Michael behind 1-2. That's foul tip into the catcher's glove. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Gold Sox left fielder. 2 outs, bases unoccupied for the Gold Sox here in the top of inning numero 4. Sox ahead by 2. Palafox works from the stretch. 1-2 to Michael downstairs. So it's an even count of 2-2. Aiden Gums hoping to get a turn to bat, especially with Boomgarden aboard. We'll see. Now Palafox is ready. Comes the 2-2 to Boomgarden downstairs. So the count is now full. So Michael and the Gold Sox open for either base hit or ball 4. Like I said, the Seagulls are 5-1 against the Gold Sox during regular season. We'll see if the playoffs are a different story. The stretch by Palafox. 3-2 payoff to Michael. Swinging a pop-up. This is foul. It's right. It's coming my way. Talk about the Big Bang Theory. That one was just a few feet right behind me. I guess that ball was hit out to me. And luckily, of course, maybe I should have brought my glove to the park. Yeah, if I brought my glove and caught that ball on the fly, I'd look at everyone and say, hey, sign me up. Still a full count on Boomgarden. 2 outs, bases empty for the Sox here in the 4th. Stretched by Jesse. 3-2 once again to Michael. Scramble hit to right and foul, so it's still a full count. So Michael Boomgarden and the Gold Sox are hoping to generate a 2-out rally here in the fourth. Plus the game's still early and it's still either team's to win. We'll see who wants it more at the end. Because I think Richard Ruiz is one of the co-commissioners of the GSCBL will be paying me my salary after this game. 3-2 payoff once again. High, ball four, so walk to Boomgarden. Still 2 down, Aiden Gums stepping into the batter's box for the Gold Sox. Well, like I said, well, I figure I'll be here for the second wild card game later this afternoon, tentatively scheduled for 4:30. Then I'll be back here for the finals that commence tomorrow at 4:30 for game 1 between Top Speed and the ultimate wild card winner. 2 out still. This is Aiden Gums in the box for the Sox pitch. This ball for the second base. It's going to be not in time. A strike called to Aiden Gums, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on the Gold Sox center fielder. So 1 swing by Gums can plate Boomgarden, considering his speed on second base, but it is 2 outs and a 0-1 count on Aiden. Palafox delivers. It is skied foul right side, out of play. Strike 2, 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes on Eden Gums. Billy Ralston is the on-deck batter. Palafox into the stretch. Here comes the 0-2. Swinging a lifter foul to the right, still 0-2. Gold Sox 6, Seagulls 4, as the Sox have Boomgarden on second base with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. What's going to be a 9-inning wild card playoff game. The winner of this game goes to the second round against the Medford Rogues later this afternoon. Here's Gums. He works from the stretch. Check on second. He steps off as the second baseman, that being Williams, raced into cover, but there was no throw. So snowballs and 2 strikes on Gums still. Here's a stretch by Palafox. 0-2 once again. Outside now it's a 1-2 count on Gums. So we'll see what Jesse can do here as far as squeezing that 3rd strike by Aiden. So it's Michael on second. 2 down for the Sox here in the 4th. Stretch. 1-2 offering. Swinging a rip down the ground short. Fielded by Moody. And he throws first in time. That'll do it for the Gold Sox here in the 4th. So 1 man is left. After 3.5, Gold Sox 6, Seagulls 4. Bottom of the fourth inning here as the Seagulls trail by 2 runs as we are going to witness Jake Ryan leading things off as the Seagulls still trail by 2 runs. 6-4 Yuba-Sutter. It's going to be Jake Ryan, Shane Wallace, and Ethan Stern. 8-9-1 facing your right-handed hurler, Jake Nelson, number 30. Alright, so it's up to Jake Ryan to generate something for San Francisco here in the bottom of inning numero cuatro. Seagulls trim their deficit from 6 runs down to 2 in the third. Let's see what they can do here in the fourth. Ryan. Jake Nelson comes in to relieve Baby Doggio. Here's the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. Swings hammered to left, but in the park. Left and right, oh boy, the snake is, oh, what a circus catch by Michael Baumgarten. Oh, give me some cheesecake. That was a catch at the wall. My goodness, boy. He couldn't fly like Michael, but he flew to the wall to shag the fly for the first out. Shane Wallace in the box now for San Francisco.
38, Shane Wallace.
Shane Wallace in the box for the Seagulls. 1 away, bases unoccupied after that circus catch by Baumgarten in left. Here comes a stretch by Nelson. Here comes pitch to Wallace. It is downstairs, 1-0.
That's one. We got 1 out of 3.
So Shane Wallace back in that batter's box. Here comes a stretch by Nelson. Comes the 1-0 pitch upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes on Shane. On deck is Ethan Stern. Comes a right-hander stretch. Comes a 2-0 pitch. It's a little high. 3 balls, no strikes on Wallace. Like I said, Wallace is defensively the center fielder for the Seagulls in today's contest. Gold Sox 6, Seagulls 4. 1 away, bases empty for San Francisco here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Comes a stretch by Nelson. The 3-0 pitch. It's a ball. Nice take by Wallace, and it's a 4-pitch walk with 1 away. That puts the tying run in the box. Here comes Ethan Stern. Back to the top of the Seagull lineup. Ethan Stern.
But you can't be any geek off the street. You gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean, or you keep.
Here comes Ethan Stern, and set drops low. No, but it's in there. Wow, nice breaking ball by Nelson, and it's 0-1 to count on Stern. Stretch by Nelson. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and rip down the run. This is a base hit to left field. It's going to be station to station most likely as throw comes into third. So it's Gulls on the pond, tying run on first base. Here comes Cole Gabrielson, the potential go-ahead run coming up to bat for San Francisco.
For 36, Cole Gabrielson.
Cole Gabrielson in the box now for the Seagulls. Still 1 out as this Gabrielson stepping in with a prodigious opportunity to give the Seagulls at least an opportunity here. It's tying run on first, go ahead run in the box. Pitch to Gabrielson, it is high and tight, 1-0. So the Sox looking to turn a pair, although a double play is not going to be easy considering how there is speedy personnel on the base paths as well as in the box. 1-0 on the Seagull left fielder. Here comes the stretch by Nelson. He deals it upstairs. 2-0, so it's Gabrielson ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. So Cole has to be patient up there. He can't get too eager, especially with Gulls on the pond, only 1 down. Here's the stretch. It's going to be the stretch by Nelson. Now here it is for sure. Comes the 2-0 pitch. It is swing the sky to shallow center. Center fielder is going to let the ball plop into his glove. So an easy catch by Aiden Gums for the second out. I know that the Seagulls had the tying run on second base in the third, but couldn't bring him in. The tying run is currently on first with 2 down. It's up to Moody to pick up them runners. But now the runners will go at the crack of the bat. Here's Kai Moody, the shortstop, coming up to bat now for the San Francisco Seagulls. Kai Moody up with the runner tying run on first base. The stretch. Here comes to Moody. It is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes on Moody. And now Nelson facing a small Seagull threat here. First and second, 2 down. Gold Sox up 6-4. The stretch by Nelson. Here comes high. 2-0 with the count on Moody. Of course, the cleanup man, Felix Abarouette, is on deck. If Nelson walks Moody, then the bases will be jammed for the cleanup man. And that will be a prodigious opportunity for San Francisco. Well, we'll see. Of course, Felix is not up. Moody's the batter. Comes the 2-0. In the dirt, nice block by Ray, and it's a 3 ball, no strike count on the Seagull shortstop. Of course, Moody and the Seagulls open for base hitter ball 4. Of course, if I were in Kai's shoes, I'd take all the way on this next offering. I'm sure Moody's thinking the very same thing. First and second, 2 down. San Francisco trails by 2 runs. Stretch by Nelson, 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4. So walk juices him up for the cleanup man. That is the last thing the Gold Sox wanted to do.
The DH, number 3.
So the tying run on second, the go-ahead run on first. Felix Abarouette looking to live up to his role as a cleanup batter. A chance for Felix to take one swing and plate a whole bunch of runs for San Francisco. Sacks back with goals, 2 down. Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. Here comes Nelson into the stretch. Here's pitch to Felix. It is low, ball 1. So these Gold Sox defense facing major danger here in the bottom of the 4th. Sox clinging to a 2-run lead, but the bases are loaded with 2 down, and the cleanup batter in the box with the 1-0 count. Nelson ready. Here's the 1-0 inside. Almost jammed him. 2 balls, no strikes on Felix. So Felix looking to live up to his role as a cleanup batter. 2 outs, sacks back with Seagulls. Comes a stretch by Nelson. Comes the 2-0 pitch. So that was straight down the middle. Come on, Felix, I could have hit that. 2-1 the count on the Seagull designated hitter. Here comes Nelson working from the stretch. Here comes the 2-1. Strike 2 called on the changeup. Now 1 more strike will quell this rally. Bases loaded, 2 down. 2-2 on Felix. Comes a stretch by Nelson. Target outside. The 2-2. It is outside. Nice take by Felix. That was a good eye. The Gold Sox dugout debating, but that, like the umpire said, it was a ball. So the runners will go on this next pitch. Felix and the Skulls hoping for base hitter ball 4 here. We'll see. The stretch by Nelson. Runners will go. 3-2 payoff. High ball 4, so that closes the gap. Coming in to score is Gabrielson as the Seagulls trim their deficit down to 1. As the tying run on third, the go-ahead run on second, still 2 outs. It looks like one of the Gold Sox coaches out to visit the pitcher's mound. Like I said, the Gold Sox facing major danger here in the bottom of inning numero 4. Bases loaded, still 2 outs. Bannister with a prodigious opportunity to provide at least a tie, at most a Seagull advantage. But the Sox clinging to a 1-run lead here. We'll see. Jared Bannister looking to live up to his role as a big right-handed slugger. So the Sox are going to stick with Jake Nelson, but for how long? That's the Seagulls were down 6-0 after half an inning. Now they've cut their deficit from 6 runs down to 1. So the Seagulls have reason to believe here, as it's up to Bannister to take one swing and provide at least a tie, at most a lead. The stretch by Nelson. Here comes pitch to Bannister. It is high. No, that's a strike. I stand corrected. 0-1 the count on Jared. We'll see. Jared would love to take one swing and get Seagulls at least another tally here. Here comes the stretch by Nelson. Comes the 0-1. In the dirt. Nelson, 1-run count. Of course, Ethan Stern, a speedy runner on third base. If a wild pitch will tie the score here. It's an even count on Jared. 1-1. Here comes the stretch by the right-hander Nelson. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul. So it's 1-2. Tying run on third. Go ahead run on second. There's of course, some runners on second and third are fast, but Felix is more so slow. Comes stretch by the righty Nelson. 1-2 to Bannister. It is strike. No, that's a ball. I was glad I was wrong. My goodness, that latest offering looked like it was in there. My goodness. So Jared and the Seagulls were lucky for now. Even count of 2-2 on Bannister. Looked like the latest pitch was in there. Honestly, I thought that latest offering was a strike. Honest. It's a stretch by Nelson. 2-2 offering. It is swing, rip, foul. Left side, still 2-2. So one swing by Bannister will probably either tie it or give the Seagulls their first lead of today's wild card playoff encounter. Sox clinging to a 1-run lead here. The stretch by Jake Nelson. 2-2 once again, and swinging a foul. So what a way for Jared to stay alive. Jordan Williams is the on-deck batter. Two and two the count on Bannister. Here comes the right-hander Nelson into the stretch. 2-2 once again. Swing and a miss, and this RBI chance is toast. The Seagulls have a golden opportunity, but could only cash in with one. At the end of 4, Gold Sox 6, Seagulls 5. Seagulls 5, as it'll be Billy Ralston, Tyler Carpenter, and Nick Simmons. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Yuba. This is 4 innings down, 5 innings to go. Jesse Palafox on the mound, who came in to relieve the starter Jacob Wickman in the first inning after Wickman was sent to an early shower thanks to a 6 spot. It's been a difference maker so far in today's game, but Sox had their lead sliced down to 1. Here's Palafox into his stretch. Here comes pitch to Ralston. He scores, bunts it in front of the dish. It's going to be pounced on by Palafox. Quick release first. Just gets him 1 pitch, 1 down. I guess Ralston tried vainly to bunt himself aboard. Here's cleanup man Tyler Carpenter.
Now batting, number 26, Tyler Carpenter.
Tyler Carpenter, who's like I said, is defensively at first base for Yuba-Sutter in today's contest. That's right, this is a playoff game, so the winner goes to the second round against Medford, while the runner-up is going home. Here's the stretch, the pitch to Carpenter. It is whipped over first. That's going to be a base hit to right field for Tyler Carpenter. 1-out single. Nick Simmons coming into the box for the Sox.
Now batting, number 14, Nick Simmons.
Nick Simmons steps into the box for Yuba-Sutter. Carpenter on first, still 1 down, as the Sox looking to add on to their advantage here. They led by 6 runs after half an inning and have since seen their lead sliced down to 1. Seagulls tallied 4 times in the third and once in the fourth. Stretch, the pitch to Simmons, low and away. 1-0 the count on Simmons. Lamono strikes. Here comes the stretch by Palafox. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Drop foul left side, strike 1. A ball and a strike on Nick Simmons. So 1 on, 1 away as the Seagulls looking to turn a pair. That's how their infield stands. Comes a stretch by Palafox toward first base. He is safe without a tag. Alright, so it's still a ball and a strike on Simmons. Brendan Motherall is on deck. Comes Palafox, he's ready. Comes the 1-1. Scramble, this is going to be in the hole through for a nice stop at short. He tries vainly to shovel it to second. Dude, had Kai Moody retired the runner on going to second, that would have been a Kodak moment, possibly going viral on social media. Dude, the way Kai Moody shoveled that ball to second from his back, dude, had he retired Carpenter, that would have been highlight reel material forever. So it's Brandon Motherall up first and second, still 1 out. Here comes Palafox and the rest of the Sox with a small threat here. Stretch, the pitch to Brandon Motherall. It is low and away, 1-0. Lamona strikes on Mother All. Here's Palafox getting the sign from Ryan, or soon to get that sign. He goes into a stretch after nodding yes. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Strike called. 1-1 count on the Gold Sox right fielder. To random Mother All looking to provide the Sox with at least an insurance run as it's Carpenter on second, Simmons on first. One away. The stretch. The 1-1 pitch to Mother All. Strike two swinging, and it's Mother All behind 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Gold Sox right fielder. Yeah, so Palafox shaking off 1. Now he gets what he likes. 1-2 offering. Just been slow and outside. 2-2 count. Like I said, during the regular season, the Seagulls won 5 of the 6 matches against the Gold Sox head-to-head, but this playoff game could be a different story. 2-2 the count on Mother All. Stretch by Palafox. 2-2. Ball 3. Now it's a full count. So of course, the last thing the Seagulls wanted to do is allow the Gold Sox to juice up the bases with 1 down. Isaac D'Agostino is on deck. So let's see if Palafox can still squeeze that 3rd strike by Mother All. First and second, 1 down for the Sox here in the 5th. The stretch by Palafox. 3-2 payoff. Ball 4. So walk juices him up. Isaac D'Agostino comes up to bat. So I wonder if Palafox could be showing signs of fatigue out there. As it's Isaac D'Agostino up, bases jammed, 1 out. As the Sox with an opportunity to obtain some insurance. It's like Zach Bell is going to trot out to the mound to have a word with Jesse Palafox. There will be activity in the Seagull bullpen. I guess Zach Bell and the Seagulls looking to bide their time here so they can give their relief pitcher time to get his arm loose. It appears Jake Pizzo is going to be warming up in the bullpen for San Francisco. All right, so when play resumes, it'll be bases loaded with 1 out. Isaac D'Agostino with an opportunity to give the Sox a much-coveted insurance run or 2. The Sox lead the Seagulls 6-5 as Yuba-Sutter has the bases jammed with 1 away. I know that it was like the first batter was retired, then the next 3 reach base. Now the home plate umpire trotting out to the mound to say, gentlemen, you ready to get this show back on the road here? We'll see. It's like they're going to stick with Palafox for now.
Come on, Dad.
Of course, the Seagulls looking to turn a pair here. Isaac D'Agostino comes up to bat for Yuba-Sutter. All right, so Sacks back with the Sox. 1 away. Yuba-Sutter on top 6-5. 1 swing by Isaac can give the Sox a whole bunch of insurance here, but we'll see. It's up to Palafox to see if he can retire Isaac without a score here. Stay tuned. It's stretched by Palafox. Here comes the pitch to Isaac. It is straight down the middle, strike 1. Sergio Ray is on deck.
Everett Silver Tips?
1 strike to count on Isaac. Palafox into a stretch. Here comes the 0-1. Outside ball 1. An even count of 1-1 on Isaac. Sox back with Gold Sox. 1 away, top 5. Sox ahead 6-5. And now Palafox into a stretch. Here comes the 1-1. Skied to shallow left center field. This could be trouble. Left fielder is going to make the catch and stride, and the runners have no choice but to stay put. The throw to third was somewhat in vain as the runner was back there well ahead of the throw. Would have had the throw missed the bullseye, and then the runner would have been off to the races. So the Seagulls were probably lucky for now. Sergio Ray. So it's just an out for Isaac, no RBI. So it's up to Ray to pick up at least a run or two here. Of course, the Seagulls loaded the bases in the bottom of the fourth, but could only cash in with one. Now the Sox have the bases jammed with 2 outs, and if the Seagulls defuse this bases loaded threat without a run, for San Francisco, that would be a morale booster. Let's see if Sergio can still provide some insurance for Yuba-Sutter here in the 5th. Bases were loaded, 2 down. Ray in the box. Stretched by Palafox. Here comes the pitch to Ray. It is a ball. Nice take by Sergio, and it's 1-0.
So they sold off all the big books you had to do, but
1 ball, no strikes on Sergio Ray. Now Palafox gets a sign from Ryan. He works from the obligatory stretch. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing foul tip, strike 1. So it's a ball and a strike on Ray. The Seagull players clapping their hands in the third base dugout. You can almost hear them on your end. So it's an even count of 1-1 on the Gold Sox catcher. 2 outs, Sox back with Sox. Yuba-Sutter ahead 6-5 here in the 5th. They have a chance to get some insurance with 1 swing by Sergio. Palafox ready. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swept on the ground short. It's going to be scooped. Flip to first will be in time. What a way to defuse a threat as the Sox leave 3 out there. What a booster for the Seagulls. After 4.5, Yuba-Sutter 6, San Francisco 5. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. I guess the Seagulls allowed the Sox to load up the bases, but Yuba-Sutter failed to cash in, and it's still a 1-run difference separating these 2 teams. Yuba-Sutter leads 6-5. It's going to be Jordan Williams to lead off. He'll be followed by Neil Sterling and Jake Ryan. 6, 7, and 8 for San Francisco. So we got a new arm on the mound for Yuba-Sutter to be southpaw Zach Carroll. Zach Carroll from Davis, California. He attends UC Davis. Carroll ready. Here comes the pitch to Jordan. It is a ball downstairs. 1-0 with the count on Jordan. Well, the Seagulls have fought back. They trimmed their deficit from 6 runs down to 1. The stretch, the pitch from Carroll. 1-0. Swinging a lifter foul right side. Out of play. Strike 1. So it's a 1-1 count on the Seagulls second baseman.
I've seen Steve at Yuba-Sutter.
Pronounce it wrong.
Here's a stretch by the left-hander, Carroll. Here comes the 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Hitters count on the Seagull second baseman. As Neil Sterling is on deck. Here's a stretch by the southpaw, Carroll. The 2-1. Swing or ground ball routinely to short. It's going to be scooped at shortstop. He will throw across to first. Just gets him. 1 away. Nice assist at shortstop by Billy Ralston. 1 away.
Now batting.
Neil Sterling in the box for San Francisco.
Neil Sterling.
Neil Sterling. Of course, at this moment, Jesse Palafox in line to obtain the loss for the Seagulls, unless the Seagulls can either tie it or take the lead. But should Carroll get through this frame without a score, he'll be in line to get the win. Here's the stretch, the pitch. downstairs. 1-0 the count on Sterling. Of course, Seagulls had cut their deficit from 6 runs down to 1, so the Seagulls very much alive here. They have 1 out and bases empty, but Sterling in the box with a 1-0 count. Comes Carroll. He works from the stretch. The 1-0. Strike one called inside corner. 1-1 count. So Sterling with an even count on him. 1 away. Bases unoccupied for San Francisco here in the 5th inning. Here's the southpaw Carroll into the stretch. Here comes the 1-1. Outside 2-1. As Carroll waits as Sterling gets back in that batter's box. 2-1 on him. Here comes the stretch by the left-hander Carroll. Here's the 2-1. Downstairs 3-1. So Sterling ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bases empty, 1 out for San Francisco here in the 5th inning. The stretch by Carroll. The 3-1 to Sterling. It is swinging a ground ball up the middle. It's going to squirt by the pitcher. Schwartzman believes able to glove it. No, he does not. He does not glove it, I reckon. Oh, wow. I thought he would glove it in stride, that being Ralston, but he juggled it, so Sterling safe on first.
Number 25, Jake Ryan.
Jake Ryan represents the go-ahead run with the tying run currently on first base. Still 1 down as it's Ryan looking to stage a rally for San Francisco. Jake Ryan looking to do something. The Seagulls have trailed all games. We'll see. The Seagulls down, but they're far from out. Here comes Carroll. He works from the stretch. Here's pitch Jake swinging a ground ball off his big toe, and that's to left and foul. Ryan falls forward. He's slow to get up. That's no good. I wonder if we could have seen an encore of what happened to Matt Williams of the Giants back in 1995. I vaguely but vividly remember how Matt Williams was a cover story for Sports Illustrated in 1995, and all of 2 days later, he fouled a pitch off his foot and was out for 6 weeks. Luckily, we may not see the same syndrome to Ryan here, but I'm hoping not. Well, of course, yeah. Well, all right, so looks like Ryan is he's okay. He's okay to continue. No balls, 1 strike on Ryan. That's Ryan gets a big hand from the Seagull fans. The stretch by the lefty Carroll. The pitch outside. A ball and a strike on Ryan. 1 on, 1 away for San Francisco. Seagulls down 6-5 here in the 5th. And Carroll is ready. Here comes 1-1. Swing and a miss. No, it's 1-2 on Ryan. So it's Ryan behind 1-2. Shane Wallace is on deck. Stretched by the southpaw Carroll. 1-2 in the dirt. Ball is gonna go just slightly to the left of Ray the catcher, and it's a 2-2 count. As you don't suppose Sterling was bluffing there. 2-2 on Jake. Now the left-hander Carroll is ready. 2-2. Oh, what a take by Jake. Full count. That was a tempting offering. Yeah, I'm swinging at that. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sterling on first as the Seagulls hoping for base hitter ball 4 here. Either case, they'll put the go-ahead run to board. Here's the stretch by Carroll. 3-2 there goes. No, for the first. It's going to be. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, a balk has been issued. So Sterling will be on second base no matter what. Dude, what's the reason why it's going to third? Dude. I guess well, bottom line, Sterling on a balk can only advance 1 base, so he thought he could try for third, but the umpire said it was a balk, so the technicality there is, on a balk, a runner can advance only 1 base and not go any further. Still a 3-2 count on Ryan, so a base hit by Ryan can tie it up.
But there is rules so that you can't use guys off every play.
Tell that the Seagull dugout totally talkative here. You can almost hear them in the background. At least they're keeping it in perspective here. 3 and 2 on the Seagull catcher. 1 away. Runner in scoring position. A base hit by Ryan. Cam plate Sterling. Here comes the stretch by Carroll. 3-2 payoff. Ball 4 outside, so goals on the pond. Tying run on second. Go ahead run on first. Shane Wallace comes up to bat with still 1 away.
Center fielder, number 38, Shane Wallace.
Shane Wallace in the box for San Francisco. One swing by Shane can officially wipe out the Gold Sox advantage that they've clinged to since the first inning. The Sox have tallied 6 times in the first, and ever since then, their offense has fallen silent. Currently, the Sox on defense. Here's a stretch by Southpaw. He deals swinging up foul. Strike 1. Shane Wallace with an 0-1 count. Of course, the Sox lead by a run here, but the Seagulls have the tying run on second and the go-ahead run on first. Zach Carroll. Should Carroll get out of this frame without a score, then he will be in line to get the win. Of course, and currently Palafox in line to get the loss, but Palafox praying that he gets off the hook. 0-1, swinging a miss, and it's Wallace behind 0-2. Ethan Stern is on deck, but it's 0-2 count on Wallace. Here's a southpaw Carroll. He's ready. Target outside. 0-2. Strike 3 call. 2 down for the Seagulls, but they have still runners on first and second. Seagulls still with the small threat. It's going to be up to Stern to pick up them runners.
14.
Ethan Stern comes up. Of course, the Seagulls loaded the bases in the 4th. They cut their deficit down to 1, and that was it. But we got 2 on and 2 away. It's up to Stern to get an RBI here and pull the Seagulls back even at the very least. 2 on, 2 away. Stern with an RBI opportunity here. Sterling on second, Ryan on first. Stretch by Carroll. The pitch. So, slow. Ball 1. That was close, but looked pretty good from here, but that's just what I thought. 1 ball, no strikes on the Seagull third baseman. And now here's stretch by Zach Carroll. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Cole Gabrielson on deck. Held out if Stern walks here. 2 balls, no strikes. Stern ahead in the count. Here's a stretch by the left-hander. Check on second. The 2-0 drops in there for a strike on the breaking ball. 2-1. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike on Stern. 2 on, 2 away for the Seagulls here in the bottom of inning number 5. Here's a southpaw stretch. The 2-1. Strike 2 called, 1 away to freeze Stern, and now it's an even count of 2-2. 1 more strike will cause the Gold Sox to hold on to their lead. It's a tying run on second, go ahead run on first, 2 down. Runners will go at the crack of the bat. Here's the stretch by Carroll. 2-2 offering, swinging a chopper, foul behind the plate, still on runner. Oh, another balk! So that nullifies the foul tip. Now 1 swing by Stern here will at the very least tie it. Just 2 balks in 1 frame. Dude. Wow. Of course, in my broadcasting career, I'd never witnessed a pitcher get 2 balks in 1 frame. But hey, this is the first time for everything, right? Yeah, right. Left and right. Here's a southpaw ready. 2-2 offering. Swinging up, skied to shallow center. It's going to be trouble. Center fielder. Oh, it's going to be trouble. Oh, and a catch in center by Aiden Gumbs to defuse the jam. At the end of 5, Gold Sox 6, Seagulls 5. We're in the 6th inning here at Alumni Field from College of Marin. It's going to be Kenny LeBeau to lead things off. 5 innings down, 4 innings to go. In case you just joined us, the Gold Sox lead the Seagulls 6-5. It's going to be Kenny LeBeau, Michael Boomgarden, and Aiden Gums. 9-1-2 facing right-handed reliever Jesse Palafox. Of course, the Gold Sox tallied 6 times in the first, but ever since then, their bats have fallen silent. See if the Sox can still wake up their bats here in the 6th inning. As it's Jesse Palafox has been razor sharp since he came in relief. Stretch. Here's pitch to Kenny. It is ripped on the ground first. Nice. Oh, it's diving. Bannister cannot shag it, so a leadoff base hit for Kenny. Back to the top of the order. Michael Boomgarden comes up to bat for San Francisco. Looks like Zach Bell is kind of between the dugout and the pitcher's mound. Looks like he's urging the bullpen to quicken things up here. He's urging the pitcher to get his arm loose quicker. Still nobody else. Michael Boomgarden comes up to bat now for Yuba-Sutter. Alright, so it's 6-5 Gold Sox as they have Kenny LeBeau on first, no outs, 6th inning. Palafox, I wonder if his tank could be getting near E here, that being Jesse. Stretch, to throw to first, safe without a tag. Alright, so the outcome of this game still very much in doubt here. 6-5 Gold Sox, so they are looking to generate some breathing room here in the 6th. Stretch. Pitch from Palafox, scramble down in the hole, base hit the 3-4 hole on the right side. Back-to-back base hits, and the runner's going to try for the throw. Not in time as the throw is dropped, and taking second on the throw to third is Boomgarden, and the Sox have an opportunity to break this open somewhat. Second and third, nobody down. Aiden Gums comes into the box.
Now batting, number 6, Aiden Gums.
So it looks like now it appears Jesse Palafox is... It's like now it appears that Jesse has served its purpose. We are going to see a signal to the Seagull bullpen. Of course, I'm guessing that Jake Pizzo was getting his arm loose earlier. I wonder if he's going to be summoned to relieve Palafox here. So it looks like Palafox has served his purpose. We are going to witness a new pitcher coming in from the San Francisco bullpen. It looks like it appears, if this is Jake Pizzo, well, we'll see. I mean, trying to figure out what this guy is. Zach Bell has given him a little pre-assignment pep talk. That's it. Yes, most certainly is Pizzo coming in to relieve Palafox. I will step aside for commercial. You're listening to the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League Wild Card Day on Bay Area Sports TV. I am your announcer, Dion, and if I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Jake Pizzo coming in to relieve Jesse Palafox with runners on second and third, nobody down, as it's going to be Aiden Gums with an opportunity to give the Sox their insurance back. So 6-5 Yuba-Sutter, second and third, nobody out, as those two runners out there are the responsibility of Palafox. So we'll see if either of them score. Palafox will be charged, as it's going to be Jake Pizzo looking to defuse this jam. It's not going to be easy, it never is. Infield is halfway in for San Francisco, as Sox with runners in scoring position. It's up to Gums to pick them up. Stretch by Pizzo. Here comes the pitch to Gums. He bunts it in the air. It's foul. It's going to hit the screen. Strike one. So the Seagull defense facing major danger here in the sixth. Second and third, nobody down, as it's one strike on Gums. Aiden Gums wears the 6 on his jersey. So we'll see. The game is halfway through. Of course, we got 5 innings down, roughly 4 innings left to play here in this first round wild card game. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. The 0-1. He swings away. Oh, checks the swing and fouls it to the right. So Judge checks the swing, but Batman ball 0-2.
How's his when it's like a high pitch drop in the first 30?
0-2 the count. Gums.
You'll know it's house if you can go house. Yeah, that's why it's called house.
Nobody out, second and third for the Gold Sox here in the 6th inning. Pizzo nods yes. Target outside. 0-2 offering. Outside ball 1. Of course, I vividly remember how back in 2013, I, as an honorary cheerleader, was disallowed from cheering for or even supporting the San Rafael Pacifics. And then one of my female associates looked at me and said to me, well, if you can't support the Pacifics, support their arch rival. Stretch. 1-2. Swip to left. That's down the line. Foul. Still 1-2, of course. And obviously, the Pacific's arch rival in 2013 was the Vallejo Admirals. And from 2013 to the present, I have been an honorary cheerleader for the boys from V-Town. Dude, I felt like I've found a home in Vallejo. Yeah, I moved across Highway 37, signed by Vallejo less than a day after I was released by the Pacifics. 1-2. Reach front foul to the screen. Still 1-2. Still 1-2 on Gums, like I said before. Aiden's last name reminds me of Big League Chew. Dude, I got to invest in a package of that stuff. Dude, it's delicious. Infield halfway in for San Francisco. Stretch by Pizzo. 1-2 once again to Gums. It is reach from popped up. Under it is Bannister. He makes the play. First out. Runners have to stay put. One huge out for the Seagulls. Billy Ralston up as the Seagulls. Not out of the woods by a long shot. Not at all. Billy Ralston up one away. Still second and third for the Yuba-Sutter Gold Sox. See what Billy does here, I guess. Billy Ralston, who is looking to be the William Bonney of baseball players, except in a lawful type of manner. You remember William Bonney, given his moniker is Billy the Kid. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. The pitch to Billy. It is outside 1-0. Of course, I mean, the little fact about Billy the Kid, his given name was William Bonney. 1 ball, no strikes on the Sox shortstop. Pizzo deals 1-0. Sky, left side. This is playable. Third baseman under it. Foul territory. He puts it away for the second out. If the Seagulls can end the second and third jam without a tally, that will definitely give them a boost of confidence. But the cleanup man is in the box. In the person of Tyler Carpenter, even so, Carpenter is going to be given the intentional walk. So now the bases are loaded. Now Nick Simmons will come up. Wow, what an amazing strategy by Kavivia and the Seagulls had I ever seen before. So it's up to Nick Simmons to provide some swagger for the Sox. Sox back with Sox, 2 down. This is up to Simmons to generate some swagger for Yuba-Sutter. All right, this is going to be fabulous and fascinating and whatever on earth it is. Simmons up with an opportunity to generate a bunch of runs for the Gold Sox. Pizzo is ready. Here comes pitch to Simmons. It is outside 1-0. Like I said, Simmons is defensively out the hot corner for Yuba-Sutter. Sox on top 6-5. They have an opportunity to generate a whole bunch more with one swing by Simmons. Pizzo nods yes. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and foul left side, right side up play. Strike one. Yeah, left, right, whatever on earth it is. An even count. 1-1. So a ball and a strike on Simmons. 2 outs, bases jammed for the Sox here in the 6th inning. There comes the stretch by Pizzo. Comes the 1-1 offering. Oh, the old plunks him. That's going to generate an insurance run. As coming into the promised land is LeBeau as the Sox lead 7-5. What a way for Simmons to take that latest pitch for the team.
Number 20,
Brandon Motherall up, still 2 outs. The latest one was charged to Palafox's credit. As runner on third is the responsibility of Jesse as well. All right, Brandon Motherall up with an opportunity to generate a whole bunch more. 7-5 Gold Sox here in the 6th inning. Still 2 outs. Stretched by Pizzo. Here comes the pitch to Motherall. It is ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Brandon. So 1 ball, no strikes on Motherall. Brandon is defensively the right fielder for Yuba in today's game. Stretched by Pizzo. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Lifted to left field. It's going to be a base hit. One run will score. Here's the trailer, and he's going to try to score. He's going to be gunned down at the dish. But even so, the lead run does come across. And after 5.5, Gold Sox 8, Seagulls 5. Bottom of the 6th inning, it is Yuba-Sutter on top 8-5 here as the Seagulls are trailing by 3 runs here. Of course, I was talking to Jonathan, the principal voice of the Medford Rogues, who I originally thought I was going to be competing with in the nightcap coming up between Medford and the winner of this contest. Anyway, it's going to be Cole Gabrielson to lead things off because he wanted he and I to just do it together, not to compete or do this or that. I'll tell you more in just a sec. The pitch from Carroll to Gabrielson is low, ball 1. Of course, I thought about this analogy from a Popeye book that I read when I was a kid. It's called The Race to Pearl Peak, when Popeye and Brutus were looking to compete against each other to climb up a mountain. I'll tell you more. 1-0. Downstairs 2-0. Of course, then, short version of the story, Olive Oil looked at Popeye and Brutus and said, boys, no more fighting and no more races. Let's all climb this mountain together. And Popeye and Brutus both agreed, and the rest is history. 2-0. Strike 1 called 2-1. Of course, I will say, so I guess Jonathan was saying the same thing to me, what Olive Oil had said to Popeye and Brutus in that book, The Race to Pearl Peak. 2-1. Ball 3. Now it's Gabrielson ahead in the count, 3-1. Bottom of the 6th, Seagulls trail 8-5 here. Here comes the Southpaw, he's ready. Here comes the 3-1. Swinging right on the ground, this can be to short. He has to scoop, he has to slip and slide forward to first. Just gets him one away. Looked like the shortstop, Billy Ralston, kind of slid on his cleats to shag it and throw in his virtual stride first to take care of Gabrielson. Great play. Nice play there, Ralston. Here's Kai Moody in the box. Let's see what Kai does here for the offense of the Seagulls. San Francisco trails by 3. One away here in the bottom of inning number 6. Comes a southpaw. Carroll, he's ready. Here it comes. A bluff swing, and he takes it for a strike. 0-1. Of course, I mean, this thing with Jonathan and I broadcasting in virtual unison, that's not going to come until the nightcap later on. 1 strike pitch. Swing lined over second base. It's going to be a base hit. Moody gets aboard with the 1-out single to right. He was able to pull that one to the right side, so the Seagulls have reason to believe here. Felix Brouette, who is the designated hitter for San Francisco, looking to get the Seagulls to at least chip away at the Seagulls' 3-run deficit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As it's Zach Carroll, who currently is in line to get the win for the Sox. Stretch. Carroll throws first. He is safe.
So we were reading the league bylaws.
So it's Felix yet to see an offering to him. Carroll ready. Here comes pitch. That's in there for strike straight down the middle, 0-1.
I'd like my name changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Now left-hander Carroll is ready. Here's the one first. He is safe. Because like I said, Seagulls are 12-0 in games I've broadcasted on Bay Area Sports TV this year. Third first, not in time. I wonder if the trend will continue today. Currently, the Seagulls in the midst of a 3-run deficit here in the 6th inning of what's going to be a 9-inning game. As Carroll shakes off one, now he gets what he likes. Comes the 1-strike pitch. Tried to backdoor him, but missed outside. 1-1. Felix looking to live up to his role as a cleanup batter. So he's got an even count of a strike and a ball on him. 1 on, 1 away. Carroll ready. He comes high and outside. 2-1. Hitters count on Felix. Jared Bannister on deck. There's a stretch by Carroll. The 2-1. Oh, that was a balk. Looks like a balk has been issued, so that nullifies the latest pitch, as Moody's going to be awarded second. I can't believe it. There have been 3 balks issued to Gold Sox pitchers today. Now it looks like here come, of course, 3 balks for this reliever alone, Carroll. Now the Gold Sox coach is going to state his debate with the third base umpire, but I personally think the umpire was correct on his call. Well, the third base umpire does stand pat on his decision. It is 2 balls and 1 strike on Felix.
Get it together.
My bad.
Also got Rudy on second base with 1 away, still a 2-1 count, as of course, that latest offering was nullified by the balk, so it is a 2-1 count on Felix. All right, so 1 out, runner on second base. The stretch. Big lead off. Second, as like Moody was dancing off there, and the step off by Carroll. 2-1 the count on Felix. Here's a stretch by the southpaw Carroll. Runner dancing off second, then being Moody. Comes the 2-1. Swinging a drive to right center. Oh, yeah, give me some cheesecake. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Here comes runner. He's going to try to score. Relay is going to be. Oh, nice way for Moody to come all the way from second. It's now 8-6 in favor of the Gold Sox. 1 out RBI single for Felix. Now the time run comes up on the person of Jared Bannister. Still 1 out, 8-6 in favor of Yuba-Sutter. But the Seagulls are shipping away here, 8-6. Tying run in the box, still 1 out. Stretch. Carroll delivers. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes on the Seagull first baseman. Of course, the Gold Sox have led for almost the entirety of this game, but we'll see. It could change at any time. Here comes 1-0. Swing a lifter, foul to the right. Strike 1. Striking the ball on the Seagull first baseman. So a double play is what the Sox hope to turn here if they can do so, especially with the slow personnel at first as well as in the box. Stretch. There comes the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, foul. It's left, strike 2. So it's Bannister behind 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bannister. Jordan Williams is on deck. I'll bet if there's no double play here. Here's the stretch by Carroll. 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss. 2 down. So here comes Jordan Williams. It's going to be up to him to generate a 2-out rally. San Francisco trails by 2 runs here, as Williams is currently the tying run. All right, so the Seagulls have been down all game long, but have somehow stayed very much in it. Tying run in the box in the person of Williams. The stretch comes pitch Jordan. It is a bluff swing, and he takes it outside 1-0. After this, we got 3 more innings in which to play here. Of course, currently the Sox on top by 2 runs. Here's a stretch by Carroll. The 1-0 pitch. It is swung on and fouled to the screen, and it's an even count. Striking a ball on the Seagull second baseman. Like I said, the winner of this game plays the Medford Rogues later this afternoon, while the runner-up is going to call it a season. A ball and a strike on Williams. Here's the southpaw stretch. He deals it. He's in there for a strike. Now it's 1-2 on Williams. And now the left-hander Carroll shakes off one. Now he gets what he wants. 1-2 offering to Williams. It is cut on and fouled right side out of play. Still 1-2 on Jordan.
There's a foul ball. There's everything. They have pitch count.
So Felix on first base, 2 down for San Francisco here in the 6th inning. Here's a stretch by the southpaw Carroll. 1-2. Swing here, check swing, ground and pass. Knocked down by the pitcher. Has to pick it up quickly. Where this first, he is he's out! Are you kidding me? Looked like Jordan was safe, but the first base umpire said he was nailed. After half a dozen, it is 8-6 in favor of Yuba-Sutter. We're in the 7th inning here. I mentioned this at the top of the show, but didn't get a chance to until just now. The top speed baseball team will play in the finals. Of course, the Speedos have won the championship. They once won in 2016, 2017, and 2018. And each time it was at the hands of the San Francisco Seagulls. But we'll see. We'll see if the Seagulls can still get back to the finals this year. It'll be a tough task. Leading off is going to be Isaac D'Agostino. So it's Jake Pizzo on the mound. 8-6, Yuba-Sutter, 6 innings down, 3 innings to go. The pitch from Pizzo, upstairs 1-0. Once again, 3 umpires officiating today's game. That's right, 3 people that have never been in my kitchen. It's like Medford Rogues players are arriving to watch. The stretch by the righty, the pitch from Pizzo, 1-0, slowing away, 2-0. We're in the 7th inning here. Cold Sox 8, Seagulls 6. Outcome of this game very much in doubt. Here's Pizzo into his stretch. Comes the 2-0. It's popped up. Bannister makes the call, waiting for it, fighting the sun. He is going to have a nice easy catch for the first out. Isaac back to the bench. Sergio Ray comes up. It's going to be 1 away. Base is empty for the Sox here in the 7th inning.
35, Sergio Ray.
Of course, I had decided to prepare myself with some food. I brought a sandwich as pre-game eat, and I have some nice generous food as between-game eat. So I decided to be prepared for to feed myself before the game and between games. Pitch ripped on the ground, foul, left side, strike 1. 1 count on the Gold Sox catcher. Okay, we got a one-strike count. So like I said, the top speed baseball team won the championship in 2016, 2017, and 2018, all at the hands of the San Francisco Seagulls. We'll see if the Seagulls can still get back to the finals. They have to win 2 today in which to do so. Comes the stretch, the 0-1 offering. It is in there. Strike 2 call. Now it's 1-2 the count on the Gold Sox catcher. A lot of Rogues players sitting just to my left. Nice to have them here watching what will prove to be the latter portion of today's virtual wildcard doubleheader. Pizzo ready. The 2-strike pitch to Ray. It is sweet. Sweet for ground to third base. Nice scoop. Third base, he will throw across first and plenty of time. Nice assist by Stern for the second out. Kenny LeBeau in the box now, who is looking to generate a 2-out rally for Yuba here in the 7th inning.
Kenny LeBeau.
Kenny LeBeau in the box for the Sox. But I gotta track down Richard Ruiz. I know he's supposed to pay me my salary for this virtual doubleheader today. 2 outs, LeBeau coming up, but the base is empty. Pizzo is into his stretch. Here comes the pitch to LeBeau. It's way outside, 1-0. Kenny is defensively at second base for Yuba in today's game. He's got a ball and no strikes on him. Pizzo into the stretch. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a 1-1 count on Kenny. On deck is Michael Boomgarden. 2 outs. Base is empty. A ball and a strike on Kenny. 8-6 Gold Sox here in the 7th inning. As Pizzo is into the stretch. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Sweet front foul to the screen, and it's a 1-2 count on Kenny. One ball and 2 strikes on LeBeau. Of course, the Gold Sox have never trailed in today's contest, but the game is still very close. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kenny LeBeau. Here comes a stretch by Pizzo. 1-2 offering. Low and outside. 2-2. So it's an even count on the Gold Sox second baseman. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. 2-2 offering. It is strike 3 called, and that retires the Sox in order. LeBeau none too pleased with the call, but the umpire is saying to him, well, tough. That was on the inside corner. 7th inning stretch time. It is Gold Sox 8, Seagulls 6. New arm on the mound for the Gold Sox as we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Brian Sullivan, number 13, being summoned to pitch as the Gold Sox lead 8-6.
The right fielder, number
Neil Sterling to lead off, followed by Jake Ryan and Shane Wallace. A steerage of the Seagull lineup as the Seagulls in the midst of a 2-run deficit. Seagulls down to their last 9 outs of this game and probably their season. Neil Sterling in the box now for San Francisco. Seagulls trail by 2 runs, although it's easy, of course, the Seagulls did trail by as many as 6. See what Sterling does here. Brian Sullivan on the mound. The motion by Sullivan, the pitch to Neil. It is swinging a rip down the ground. It's going to be backhanded to short on one hop of those from the relay position. Nice dig for the first out. A throw from the relay position, 6-3. Nice dig by Carpenter. Nice assist by Ralston. 1 away.
now batting, the catcher, number 25.
1 out, Jake Ryan in the box for the Seagulls. So, all right, we'll see what happens here. Jake Ryan and the Seagulls hoping to seize advantage of this opportunity. Well, I mean, the Seagulls are starting to run low on opportunities here. Could the Seagulls be turning their back on opportunity? Well, they're down to their last 8 outs, trailing by 2, but still a long ways off. Here's Sullivan into his windup. The pitch to Jake Ryan. It is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Even after this, we've got 2 more innings left to play in this first round wild card encounter. Here comes the motion by Sullivan. The 0-1 pitch to Ryan. It is low and away. 1-1. Well, for the Seagulls, it is a sizable deficit. Of course, the Seagulls did miss out on opportunities before, especially in the 4th inning and 5th inning. 1-1 pitch. Inside. Now it's a 2-1 count on Jake. Shane Wallace on deck. Motion by the righty. The 2-1 from Sullivan. It is swinging a ground ball routinely to third base. He's going to have to hurry. Throw across the diamond in time. Nice assist at the hot corner by Simmons. 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder.
Center fielder Shane Wallace in the box for the Seagulls. Well, this has been... well, I can't believe the Sox tallied 6 times in the first and have yet to look back, if ever. Wallace up, looking to generate a 2-out rally for San Francisco. Sullivan into his windup. Here comes the pitch to Wallace. It is swinging rip to right. Right fielder in pursuit. Is he going to get there? No, sir. Yeah, give me some cheesecake. Wallace is going to strike into second. He will have a 2-out, 2-baser. Here's Ethan Stern, who's the potential tying run. All right, Stern up, looking to drive up, to at least drive in Wallace.
The third baseman, number 14.
Ethan Stern, back to the top of the Seagull lineup. All right, still 2 outs, as Sullivan got 2 kickouts and then served up that double to Wallace. Now it's going to face Stern. Runner on second, 2 away. Irregulate by Warren G., although it could just as well be Kenny G. There's Stern, he's waiting as Sullivan goes into the stretch. Here comes the pitch to Ethan. It is a ball. Nice take by Stern, and it's 1-0. Like I said earlier, Ethan's last name reminds me of my high school principal. 1 ball, no strikes on the Seagull third baseman. So base hit can pick up Wallace. We'll see. Comes the 1-0. Strike called on the changeup. 1-1 the count on Ethan. Cole Gabrielson is the on-deck batter. He'll bat if Stern avoids the 3rd out here. Wow. See, the Seagulls have been down all game long, but they've somehow kept it interesting. Comes the stretch by Sullivan. The 1-1. Slinger slide to right center field. Circles the Gold Sox in pursuit. Oh, and a catch and stride by Gums to retire the side. At the end of 7, Gold Sox on top, 8-6. New arm on the mound for the Seagulls as we head to the top of inning number 8. It is right-handed hitter Alan Yen, who hails here from Taiwan. It's up to Alan to keep the Seagull deficit at 2. 1, 2, and 3 drop for the Sox. It's going to be Michael Boomgarden, Aiden Gums, and Billy Ralston. This is Alan Yen being summoned to pitch the 8th inning in relief. It's 8-6 in favor of Yuba-Sutter. 7 innings down, 2 innings to go here in this playoff game. The winner goes to the second round. The runner-up is done for the summer. Comes a motion by Yen. The offering to Michael. It is a bunt attempt and he fouls it, and it's 0-1 on Michael. We'll see. The outcome of this contest very much in doubt here. All I got to say is, we'll see who wants it more at the end. So far, the Sox in the driver's seat have a 2-run cushion. Sox tallied twice in the 6th. Now, of course, Seagulls tallied with 1 in the bottom of the 6th, but it's 8-6. Sox here in the 8th. 1 strike pitch. Strike 2. Called strike 2, and it's Boomgarden behind 0-2. On deck is Aiden Gums. Alright, so it's 0-2 count on the leadoff man for Yuba-Sutter. The motion by Alan Yen. The 2-strike offering. It is cut on and popped up as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty. The second baseman foul territory. He's got it. Nice play by Jordan Williams to retire Boomgarden. 1 away.
Now batting.
Here comes Aiden Gums to the box for the Yuba-Sutter Sox. As I said, the winner of this game right here plays the Medford Rogues later this afternoon, which will tentatively take place at 4:30. While the team who loses this game is going to be turning in their uniforms and going home for the summer. Comes the motion and the pitch from Alan Yen. It is low and inside. 1-0 on Aiden. Billy Ralston is on deck. Yen gets a sign from Ryan and deals the 1-0 pitch to Gums. It is a ball. Nice take by Gums. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Gums. Yen into his motion. Here comes the 2-0. Skied to left. This is shallow in the park. Left fielder racing back. He's under it in front of the warning track. It was actually a deep drive, but bottom line was an out to left. A catch by Gabrielson at the warning track. 2 outs.
Now batting, number 22, Billy Ralston.
Billy Ralston comes up looking to generate a 2-out rally for the Gold Sox here in the top of inning number 8. So Ralston looking to provide some swagger for Yuba-Sutter here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, bases empty. Yen on the mound. Yen into his windup. Here comes the pitch to Ralston. It is low and inside. 1-0. On deck is Tyler Carpenter. Yen into his motion. The 1-0 pitch. It is swinging ripped down the ground. Nice play by Bannister. He'll take it unassisted to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down after 7.5. Yuba-Sutter 8, San Francisco 6. Bottom of the 8th, it is Seagulls trailing by 2 runs as it's still Brian Sullivan on the mound. As leading off is going to be Cole Gabrielson. He'll be followed by Kai Moody and Felix Aberouette. Seagulls down by 2 runs and they are 6 outs away from defeat. Cole Gabrielson in the box now for San Francisco. Even after this, we got a whole nother inning to play at the very least. Gabrielson in the box facing Sullivan. The motion and the pitch to Cole. It is a strike called on the changeup. 0-1 the count. Seagulls 6 outs away from reality, trailing by 2 runs here in the 8th. Here's the right-hander's motion at the 1-strike pitch. Swinging a rip to left. That's foul. That was borderline close. 2 strikes on Cole. Cole Gabrielson behind in the count, 0-2. We'll see, of course, Kai Moody on deck. Sullivan into his windup. The 2-strike pitch to Gabrielson. It is low and away. Now it's a 1-2 count on Cole. Here comes Sullivan's 1-2. It is swing. Oh no, ball swing he did not offer. Or did he? No, sir. Ball 2. So even count of 2-2 on Gabrielson. Here comes the motion by Sullivan. He deals it. Swing and a miss. 1 away as he's tagged in the back after that pitch at the dirt. 1 away here in the 8th. Here comes Kai Moody to the box.
Number 17, Kai Moody.
Kai Moody up, looking to provide some swagger for the Seagulls here in the 8th. This is playoff baseball at its finest here at Alumni Field from Collegiate Marin. 1 away, bases empty. Moody, the shortstop, in the box. Sullivan into his motion. Pitch to Kai. It is downstairs, 1-0. We'll see. I mean, the Seagulls starting to run out of opportunities here. Here comes the motion by Sullivan. The 1-0 pitch to Moody. It is inside. Now it's Moody ahead in the count, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Kai Moody. Felix Abrouette is on deck. Now the right-hander is ready. Here's the 2-0. It's a bluff swing and he takes it for a strike. Now it's a 2-1 count on the Seagull shortstop. 1 away, bases empty for the Seagulls here in the 8th. Comes the motion and the 2-1 from Sullivan. It is high, 3-1. So it's Moody and the Seagulls hoping for either base hit or ball 4. Gold Sox ahead 8-6 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. The motion by the right-hander. Here comes a 3-1. Bluff swing and he takes it. Ball 4. Now the tying run comes into the box in the person of the cleanup man, Felix Abrouette. Still 1 away.
Number 3, Felix Abrouette.
Felix Abrouette in the box for San Francisco. Felix Abrouette looking to live up to his role as a cleanup man at this point of the game. He has to. Here's a stretch. Here comes the pitch to Felix. It is low, 1-0. No strikes on Felix Abrouette. Sullivan goes into his stretch. Comes the 1-0 to Felix. It is downstairs again. Felix ahead in the count, 2-0. The last thing Sullivan wants to do is walk the tying run aboard and put the go-ahead run in the box, especially at this stage of the contest. Sullivan ready. Here comes the 2-0. Ball 3, another low one. Now it's Felix ahead in the count, 3-0. So you got to figure that Felix is going to be taken all the way on this next offering. Moody on first, 1 away here in the bottom of inning number 8. If I were Felix, I'd take this next offering. Why not? 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. So Locke puts Gulls on the pond. Tying one on first. Go ahead run in the box. Here's Jared Bannister up now. Conference on the mound.
Jared Bannister.
If Bannister hits a home run right here, rest assured, fans, I will be ecstatic. There's going to be activity in the Sox bullpen, or will there? So it looks like there's going to be, appears that Brad Jones, the southpaw, is going to get his arm loose. All right, the conference on the mound is over. Here's Jared Bannister up with the Seagulls having the tying run on first and the go-ahead run in the box. Seagulls have trailed all game long. See if they're due to at least tie it, at most take the lead. Here's a stretch by Sullivan. The runner goes for third. The pitch is the ball. Third to third base. He is safe! And taking second on the steal at third is Felix. Now one swing by Bannister can probably tie it. The latest pitch was a strike. One away. So it's Bannister looking to live up to his role as a right-handed slugger. Infield is deep for the Sox. The stretch. The one strike pitch. Ball. 1-1 count on Jared. All right, so the Seagulls hoping for at least a sac fly to close the gap, but a base hit will be even better. Here's a stretch by Sullivan. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul. That's a powerful hack by Bannister, but he fouled it to the right. 1-2. So Bannister hoping to at least drive in a run here. Seagulls down by 2. If the Seagulls don't seize advantage of this opportunity, it will definitely take the wind out of their sail. Here's the right-hander Sullivan into the stretch. 1-2 offering, high, 2-2. So Bannister is going to really hope and pray that he can get at least an RBI here. Seagulls down to their last 5 outs, trailing by 2 runs. Sullivan facing a jam here in the 8th. Here's a stretch. The 2-2 to Bannister. The swing and a miss. The pitch at the dirt, and the throw to first will be in time. 2 down, and the runners stay put. It's going to be up to Jordan Williams to pick up them runners here. If Jordan does not pick up both runners, then the Seagulls are going to be in a whole lot of trouble. So now it appears Felix Abarouette is going to get a pinch runner. This, my friend, happens to be, drum roll please, Dirk Ryan. Dirk Ryan running at first for Felix. So it's up to Jordan Williams to pick up both of them runners. And it's a good. No, but Jordan Williams gets the intentional pass to first. Now it's up to Neil Sterling. Wow, Neil Sterling up with the bases jammed and 2 outs. This could be Neil's opportunity to shine here. Neil has hit batting practice balls into next week. Let's see if he can do so here. Tying run on second. Go ahead run on first. The stretch. Sullivan delivers. Swing and drive, hammer to center. This is deep center field, racing back. Holding up. There's, what a circus catch! And the Gold Sox hold on to the lead. I thought Neil had it out, but it was a deep drive to dead center field. At the end of 8, it was Sox ahead 8-6, but we got a whole nother inning to play. Well, my friends, we're in the 9th. Alan Yen is going to be in second inning of relief here. He breezed through the 8th, and currently it is 8-6 Gold Sox. So it's going to be Carpenter, Simmons, and Motherall, 4, 5, and 6 to up for the Sox here in the 9th. Yuba looking to tack on to their 2-1 advantage here. If the Sox tally any times here in the ninth, the Seagulls are going to be in a lot of trouble. Yen into his motion. Here comes the pitch to Carpenter, and here it comes. Strike called outside corner. What a way for Yen to locate. I guess Yen is giving the Seagulls that security feeling, especially with this team down only by 2. Here comes the pitch from Yen, 0-1. It is outside. Now it's a ball and a strike on the Gold Sox cleanup batter. Carpenter, like I said, is defensively at first base. He's got an even count of 1-1. No motion by the right-hander Yen. He deals it. Skied a pop to shallow left. Left fielder has room. He's going to make the play. Nice catch left by Gabrielson for the first out. Nick Simmons in the box now for Yuba-Sutter.
Number 14, Nick Simmons.
Simmons, who is defensively at third base for the Sox in today's contest. He's looking to generate a 1-out rally for Yuba here in the ninth. 8 innings down, 1 inning to go. Here's Yen. Goes into his windup. Here comes the pitch to Simmons. It is a ball just outside, 1-0. Don't forget to tune in for the virtual nightcap involving the Medford Rogues and the winner of this contest. We'll see. I'll come today tentatively at 4:30. 1-0 pitch from Yen to Simmons. It is a strike called, and it's a 1-1 count on Nick. Brendan Motherall is on deck. Now Yen nods yes. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Simmons. It is lined on the ground to second base. He'll pick it up and throw quick release first by Williams. And plenty of time. 2 outs for the Sox here in the ninth. Brendan Motherall in the box now for Yuba.
Number 20, Brandon Motherall.
Brandon Motherall up looking to generate a 2-out rally for Yuba-Sutter here in the top of inning number 9. Here comes the motion by Yen. The pitch to Motherall. It is a ball taken upstairs, 1-0. 2 outs. Bases empty for the Gold Sox here in the ninth. Gold Sox lead 8-6. Comes Yen into his windup. The 1-0 pitch to Motherall. It is skied to left. Another chance for left fielder Gabrielson. Races back to the 1. Uh-oh, this is going to be... Oh, it falls in behind him. A quick release back into the infield. They have a nail. He is... nailed! And the inning is over, and after 8.5, Gold Sox 8, Seagulls 6. I'll be back with the bottom of the ninth in 70 seconds. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Gold Sox lead 8-6 as the Seagulls hoping to get 3 runs before they get 3 outs. The Gold Sox have led since the top of the first. They scored 6 times in the first inning and have not relinquished it yet, if ever. We'll see. I mean, the Gold Sox could have a wire-to-wire advantage in this contest, barring a Seagull comeback. Jake Ryan to lead things off against Brian Sullivan. Sullivan looking to earn a 3-inning save here, as the Sox need 3 outs to advance to the second round against Medford. And I was just informed by Jonathan, the voice of the Rogues, that Game 2, that being between the Rogues and the winner of this game, will start 45 minutes from the last pitch of this contest. So stay tuned for that important game after this contest is wrapped. Like 45 minutes following the last pitch of this contest right here. Sullivan deals to Ryan. It is swinging a pop-up as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty. Foul territory. It is... Oh, what a catch! With his back turned to the dish. Give me some cheesecake. A circus catch by Simmons to produce the first out. Nice play at the hot corner. That was defensive presence by Simmons.
The center fielder.
So the Seagulls are starting to run out of outs here. They're down to their last two of the game and the season. Shane Wallace up with one away. The Seagulls are going to hope and pray for some kind of miracle here, but the Gold Sox appear to be in the driver's seat. Here's motion and the pitch to Shane Wallace. It is swinging a ground ball head to the right side. It's going to be a fair ball. Unassisted put out. Now the Seagulls down to their last chance. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, Ethan Stern up, and to follow the example of Joe Starkey, only a miracle can save the Seagulls as the Gulls trail 8-6 with 1 out left in the game and their season. The Seagulls season is on the line here. A 2-out rally is what the Seagulls covet. Sullivan and the Sox appear to be in the driver's seat. The motion and the pitch to Ethan. It is upstairs, 1-0. We'll see, it's possible, but for the Seagulls at this point, it is in the miracle stage. The Gold Sox have never trailed in this game. The 1-0 pitch to Ethan Stern. It is upstairs again, 2-0 on Ethan. The tying run is in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, no strikes on Stern. Sullivan into his motion. The 2-0. Ball 3. That's downstairs. So 3 ball, no strike count on Stern. As we'll see, the Seagulls hoping for base hitter ball 4 here. Sullivan looking to ice it. The 3-0 offering. It is ball 4. So the Seagulls are still alive. Now the tying run comes up in the person of Cole Gabrielson.
Number 36, Cole.
So the Seagulls and their fans seem to have their backs to the wall here, trailing 8-6 with 1 out left in the season. If the Seagulls come back to win this game, it'll be just as dramatic as the 1986 New York Mets against the Bostonians at Shea Stadium. Game 6 of that fall classic. Stretch. Here's a pitch to Cole Gabrielson. High, 1-0. So Sullivan releases 5 consecutive offerings out of the zone here, and it's going to get a visit from Sergio Ray. The game is, well, you remember what Charlie Brown of Peanuts once said? The game is never over until the last man is out. The Seagulls can still produce a hero here, but the Seagulls 1 out away from seeing their season come to a screeching halt. 1-0 on Gabrielson. Here's Sullivan into a stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now the Seagulls 2 strikes away from being eliminated. Don't forget to tune in for Game 2 between the Rogues and the winner of this game. 45 minutes after this contest is done. Stretch by Sullivan. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a drive to left. He hammers it left field, racing back to the wall. He's going to make catch. I think that's the ball game. As Michael Baumgarten fittingly ices it as the Yuba-Sutter Gold Sox officially conclude the Seagulls season. The Gold Sox have a Cinderella run to the second round against Medford later this afternoon, and that will take place 45 minutes from now. Yuba-Sutter improves to 31-17, while the Seagulls wrap up their season at 28-17. So the Sox win it 8-6. The Sox tallied 6 times in the first and never looked back. The Seagulls season is over, and the Gold Sox have a Cinderella run to the second round against Medford. Thank you so much for joining us for the first round of the GSCBL wildcard round. And don't forget to tune in just about 45 minutes for a game between the Medford Rogues and the Yuba-Sutter Gold Sox. Until then, I'm your announcer, Dion, reminding you, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Once again, final score, Yuba-Sutter wins it 8-6. For Bay Area Sports TV, I am your announcer, Dion, and I'll see you in about 45 minutes. Take it easy.